Pick Misha. Pick Misha, you're still on this app. I'm sick. Poor baby. I'm sick. I opened up the app to post something on my story, and I saw you were live. And I saw you were live, Jax. And I was about to come in, but the more and more that I went into somebody's live the other day, and all hell broke loose. I am back to being retired from going to other people's lives. 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 Boo. Jax, I don't know what to tell you. And whatever boo account I was logged into, it definitely said you were live. And I thought about it for a second, and then I just posted my story and moved on with my day. That girl is annoying, thinks she's tough. Who? Are you talking about Jax? I let Court was there? If I would have known that, then I would. Jackie? Well, first, if I knew Court was running it, I would have went in. Wait, what did you say about Jackie? What was the comment? That girl is annoying. She thinks she's tough. No, Jackie is just passionate about her beliefs. And she believed that that guy was in the wrong. And she came up and told him out. I don't know what to tell you. And Jackie has the green light here to do whatever. My thing with Jackie is, if I was around, maybe I would have said this. I would have said, Jackie, why are you tone policing? But I had no clue what was going on. And Jackie's not really much of a tone policer. So that's why it took me back, and I just knew a tone policer. So that's why I knew something went down. I will tell you, I don't need a recap. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, what can you do? KKK.
How do we feel about the fact that that woman who got shot by ICE, in the end, she leaned right. Her corpse leaned to the right. How crazy. All lefties come around. They all lean right in the end. They all die the same. Useless sacks of shit who never contributed anything to society, and they all go to hell. It's very funny.
Okay. I'm not a fan of the Democrats, but that joke is very dark.
Well, you know, it's like, unfortunately, I'm tapping my head so hard I feel like Renee. You know what I mean? I'm literally Reneeing it. Like, I'm splattering my fucking brain on the curb. Real shit.
Can I ask you, why do you, like, once again, I hate Democrats, just in general, but I could never joke. Like, would you be upset if somebody came up and made a joke about Charlie Kirk or
They've
Ashley
already been
Babbitt?
doing it. They've been doing that for 4 months.
Wait, what?
They've been doing that for 4 months.
Yeah, and I don't like it.
Right. So once again, it's like at the end of the day,
So because
I
they
didn't even
made
like
jokes
Charlie
about
either.
Charlie
seems
Kirk
for, like,
and
the
Ashley
Jews. He was a
Babbitt.
faggot.
Wait, say that again?
Yeah, Charlie was a Jew sympathizer.
Okay, so you're dark humor and hate Jews.
Charlie was anti-white.
Charlie was anti-white?
Yeah.
Okay, that's different. Tell me more.
Yeah, I mean, just unfortunately, he was just as moderate as they come, I guess. He was just a lawbird, no consistent ideology. He supported my replacement, actually, with the Indians and the Chinese. And, I didn't celebrate him dying because that's, like, lame as fuck. But at the end of the day,
Yeah, but you're celebrating
when you spend 4 months, when you spend 4 months talking about a podcaster, and then you worship people like George Floyd, who's also in hell, by the way, it's just, you got to expect the same sort of energy.
Okay, so you're saying because they celebrated Charlie Kirk and Ashley Babbitt, that
Because they're breaking the law, they deserve to die. Very simple.
I'm not in the business of defending Democrats, but that lady was a legal U.S. citizen.
And nothing of value was lost.
But Michelle Obama said, when they go low, we go high.
Michelle Obama's a fucking black monkey and she's not American.
Okay. So you say, let's not go high, let's go even lower?
Well, it's very simple. We have the moral high ground because America's a white country and we're preserving our ethnic heritage and we're preserving our founding ideals. And these people want to destroy that. So it's like when they get shot, it's like boo-hoo. You know what I mean?
Who do you hate more, Jews or black people?
I hate whoever like poses a threat to like my people's existence. And unfortunately, she tried to do that. And now she's dead. So it's like I outlived her.
I don't know. It's hard for me. It's hard for me because the shit that you say, there's a lot of Trump supporters that think the same way that you do. And to be fair, the left has their extreme side as well.
I mean, at the end of the day, it's like you resisted a federal law enforcement officer. What did you kind of expect to happen?
Once again, I'm not her. I'm not going to defend her. I'm not necessarily.
So, I mean, here's the difference,
Okay.
right? I'll lay it very simple. Charlie Kirk was like a stupid podcaster that they celebrated dying and getting shot in 4K because he said stuff they didn't like about like abortion or something like that. This woman, Renee Good, was a commie terrorist who died obstructing justice and trying to run over a federal agent. You notice how these are like not comparable things? Like one person's breaking the law and the other isn't.
Right.
So it's like, and honestly, the only sad part about this is that the ICE agents didn't turn around and shoot the whole crowd.
Okay.
So total commie.
So
death,
have you?
total
So
nigger
this
death, total cunt
happened
death,
like
Hail
I don't
Hitler.
know, 14 hours ago or whatever time it happened. Have you been going TikTok panel to panel saying these things?
Well, at first I was trying to debate this guy, older millennial, but like he tried to like kick me and not debate me because he's a fucking faggot. And then I tried to debate this other guy who I think
But
you also
OM
know.
is not what. What is there to debate OM? OM is not going to defend the.
Well, apparently he does actually. He thinks the communists have a right to free speech. As I said, he's a libertarian.
What? Once again, he's not going to defend the Renee Good chick.
Well, he defended the crowd and he defended the actions leading up to the shooting.
Right, but not going to defend the Renee Good chick.
Did the actions leading up to the shooting.
Right, but you have the right to protest in this country, and you got reported. I'll be honest, I'm surprised it took that long, but I actually agree with Joe there. I mean, you still have the right to protest. You might not like what they're protesting. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know who I accepted up, but it did not work. Elon.
Hey man, that guy was totally a Chinese Asian like spy, bro. You could hear in
Okay.
his accent. So don't take him serious.
Okay, so you listened to that guy and you said Chinese.
No, I'm just saying he's sort of like an edge lord. Like he's trying to like seep like he's like trying to stow like you know what do you call it dissent.
Okay.
Because like listen to what he's saying. Like it just like doesn't make any sense.
What did he say that you disagreed with most on?
Pretty much everything. Like he was just trying to be an edge lord about like white nationalism, but like that's just total like a Chinese spy propaganda tactic that they're coming on these lives doing this stuff. Everybody knows about it.
Okay, fair enough. Jackie.
I sent you the clip of him calling her a whore. That guy, I sent you a message. You're a bitch. I don't fucking lie. You called her a whore, and I sent the clip to Dave.
All right.
I sound like I've been smoking. Like I'm a smoker. I sound like Jax.
Oh no.
But yeah, no, I sent
Okay,
you
I
the
see the
clip.
video.
He said it.
Are you okay? All right, here goes the clip. Hold on, let me take my headphones out here.
Bro, look. Bro. You not listen to this dumb fucking whore. She sounds like a record with a scratch.
What was that? What was that? That dumb fucking whore? What was that? He called her a whore. Now, suck it.
And to be fair, this dude, where's Tennessee? Tennessee's in the queue. Tennessee, you said he did not call her a whore.
Hey, get your friend's dick out of your mouth, Tennessee.
Tennessee?
He's messaging his boyfriend. Either way, he called her a whore. I don't lie about that shit. I really don't could give a fuck. But the way he came at her, he didn't have to come at her like that. He could have schooled her, and had she been disrespectful, Dave, you already know, he could have given it to her, and I wouldn't give a rat's ass.
Not Tennessee leaving. Go ahead, Tennessee. Don't be okay. Christina?
Hey, Dave. How are you?
I'm great, love. How are you? Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you too. With what happened today, unfortunately, wrong spot. I don't. I don't feel bad.
Okay. You got anything else?
No, I was just commenting on that.
I'm surprised. The one thing I am surprised is I thought there would be fire set in Minneapolis last night. There was not. Maybe it happens down the road, but the tradition for Minneapolis is to set the trend for the rest of the country to start looting and setting fires. Alex, what do you got?
Oh, Jackie's dropped off now. I was just going to ask her a question, but it's all right. I was going to just comment about.
Go. You could ask. What question would you ask her? Are you mad at Jackie?
Well, yeah. I know Jackie quite well, and I say I've got a lot of respect for her. But I think there was a lot of problems on both sides there, and as well, I was going to ask if she condemned what I forget her name, who was up calling him an N-word, because she did, and then it all kicked off. So, what, is that still condemnable, or are we still defending on that as well? That was my question to her.
All right, so you're tone policing the tone policer. Okay, this is different.
No, I watched the whole thing. He cursed her out multiple times. Didn't let her talk. When she tried to talk, he told her she sounded like she had downs. He continuously was when I say mocking, dumb bitch. Then he called her a whore. After that, she called him the N-word. After how many slurs, not slurs, but cursing her out the way he did. You can see it. Dave posts all of it. But it was after the fifth time he cursed her out that she said that? Yeah, she's not right for saying that. That's not the point. It's the fact that he could have came up, and had she been fucked up, then he could have gone at her. And you already know, I don't care. Like, people can go at each other, but especially the fact that he... Yeah, the fact that he acted like he was better than her just because she has broken English. Mock her broken English, but don't curse her out, bro.
Is it
No, I
okay to call
appreciate
her a
that, Jackie. You know,
Somalian pirate?
I was just.
Yeah, no, I
Jackie?
mean, if she,
Sorry, Dave.
I don't like. For me, I don't like the whole people being like, "Oh, don't say slurs." Like, you can say whatever you want when it comes to like going toe for
But
toe.
Somalian pirate isn't a slur, is it?
No, I think Somalian pirate is fine.
Okay, thank you, Jackie.
Yeah, I mean, even if he called her a Somalian pirate, I'd be fine with that. It was just the fact that the way he cursed her out, and the first thing he said to her was, something about her mouth being a dick sucker. Like off the bat, I was like, you guys are okay. Everyone being like, she started it, this, that. When you guys go watch the clip, you're gonna feel dumb, just like he did, swearing he didn't say whore, and guess what he did? I don't go off for no reason, and don't dare use Jesus Christ to try and justify your bullshit.
Is that what made you
Oh,
request
100%,
up?
Jackie.
Yeah, no, I snapped because he was like, when Jesus Christ comes back, is this where you want to be? And I'm like, look who's talking. Take the log out of your eye. He's the one calling her all the names in the book. And when she says the N word, he loses it. Is this where you want to be? Where Jesus comes back? Is this where you want to be? Also, don't use Jesus as like an excuse. Keep his holy name out of your mouth when you're being a degenerate. We can all be degenerates.
Why did that Tennessee dude deny what he said, though?
Because he was too busy sucking the other guy off. It was white boy versus white boy,
Well,
both jizzing hot dog water in each other's mouth.
in fairness, Jackie, I didn't actually catch that the W word at all. In fairness, I don't like saying it personally because me being Christian, I don't particularly like saying it. But as I say, I missed that little bit that he was saying because again, it was all heated and all coming from him. So I appreciate you getting the clip though, Jackie, of that. That's interesting. As I say, I missed that, so I do apologise, Jackie. But then, of course, I didn't know if you were denying the fact that we were just going to ignore the fact she said the N word because when the N word was said, all hell broke loose.
No, it was
So,
before. It literally was insult, insult, insult. She's trying to talk.
oh,
They would
I
not
won't
let
deny
her
that.
talk.
No,
When you watch it back, I'm sorry, I don't feel bad for going off on them because it was insult, 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 insult. And then she comes back at him, and then boom, they want to say, oh, it didn't pop off. All he said was like, oh, look, the Somali being racist. Ha ha ha, I love this. Like, get the fuck out of here.
All right, that guy is
to
present.
be fair, I could have sworn I called her a hoe, not a whore. I will take the L on that one. I said what I said.
Even if you did say ho, it's same thing. You went off on her time and time again. If you
I
would have
did.
just come up and
I
corrected her
absolutely did.
and not mocked her for her broken English after, like, you already cursed her out. It's like, it's literally, do you know what curb stomping is? You basically were curb stomping the
Now,
woman. You could have taken it easily.
Jackie, if you would have went back and listened to where I first came in and I first
I would
started
listen
talking
the
to her,
whole thing. Don't tell me when you listen.
corrected her
I
misstatements on what
listened
she
the
was talking about with
whole
Washington,
thing.
and she got sideways with me, so I went
No,
full
she
cross
didn't. Why
thread.
are you lying? Again, you're lying. I just watched the
Just
whole
play the
fucking
clip.
clip. You're not
Play
gonna
the whole
gaslight me. I'm
fucking
not your
thing. I don't
wife.
care. And if you
Imagine,
feel
no, he
if
was
you feel
already
like I curb
wrong.
stomped her,
He was
then sorry
already
about your bad
wrong.
luck. I
He
did
can't
what I
even
did.
recall the words that come out of his mouth, and now you're lying again. I just watched the whole thing from the moment before you
Okay,
came on the panel. So
that's
shut the
great.
fuck up.
All right, Jackie, can I ask you a question? If he didn't make if he didn't use the quote from Joe Dirt about Jesus, would you have come up?
Probably not.
No, that was my last straw. You're not gonna use Jesus in an argument when you were being a degenerate. Jesus Christ would have looked at you and been like, have you not seen what you just did?
Okay, so it
I
was the
like to think
Jesus
he would have
joke.
laughed along with me.
No. Our Lord and Savior is not wicked like that. He is not cruel. He would not mock someone like that.
Okay, so
is
that
it?
guy, do you want to apologize to Jackie
No, I
or
don't need an
Not at all.
apology. No,
Not
I
even
don't
a
need an
little bit.
apology from a degenerate like this. You need to talk to the Lord about it
Actually,
because if
believe
you
it or
think the
not, the
Lord
clip of her
thinks that would
crashing
be
out is
funny,
going to
it
go
would not
epic
be
on my main
funny. The
profile.
fact that you think Jesus Christ would think that was funny, you have demons in you.
wait,
That's
what did
okay.
you say that guy? The what?
I said I absolutely will not apologize to her, but I will say thank you because the clip of her crashing out is going to go fantastic on my main profile.
So you're gonna also clip yourself, right?
Oh no, I won't play the whole fucking thing. I'm not bashful.
Okay, good.
I am not bashful at all. That's why I come back up here and owned what I said. I'm not bashful. If I said it, I said it.
No, you doubled down a million times like a bitch.
Yeah, because I was
then came
pretty
back,
sure I
and when
said
you were
ho, not
proven
whore.
wrong, you were like, well, I can't deny it anymore. There's
No.
proof. No. Let's say there was no recording, right? You would have gone to the grave swearing you didn't say it. That's how
probably
you know your wicked tongue doesn't know what you say.
I probably would have. But to be fair, there's a whole lot of things being said at the time, and I was going pretty hard.
No, it wasn't. If you when you rewatch the clip, you're gonna look like a dumbass because it was you attacking her nonstop. You wouldn't even
I'm
let her
not
get a
denying
word
that, I
in,
did.
and then you said she sounded like a third grader with Down syndrome. You're an embarrassment.
No, I never said the second half of that. I said Downs.
Wait. You didn't say Downs. Do I have to go get the clip again?
What I said is she sounds like a third grader with Downs.
Is that not Down syndrome? You dumbass.
No, I didn't complete the phrase.
Oh my
I
goodness.
think it's self-implied, though.
Oh
it
my,
is.
are you
it absolutely
serious?
is.
Is
But
this,
the
this
difference
is
is
exactly
when I'm insulting
You said
people,
the whole
I try not
thing.
to
I mean,
violate
if
the
it's
host's life, so I
self-implied.
believe I omit certain words.
So because you didn't say syndrome, we all know what Downs means.
And yeah,
either you're an idiot or
congratulations.
your mom dropped you
You're
way too many
capable of
times.
cognitive thoughts. I'm proud of you.
Yeah, but I mean, come on now. I mean, if you're calling somebody with that, that's a bit uncalled for, don't you think?
No.
Not
They're
to
all
mention it
fair
was
and shit
bad on
talking.
yourself.
All is fair and shit talking.
Well, not Jesus jokes.
Well, I mean, dude, I was referencing Joe Dirt. I didn't think she'd take
Well,
it
Jackie
sideways
doesn't
and
give a
come at
fuck.
me with a sledgehammer, but that's cool. You know, she did what she did. It's all right.
Jackie, are you okay?
I think
Some
Jackie's a little bit
some
pissed.
people just don't have humility. They're arrogant, and you know what? They're gonna have to
think I'm
deal.
showing
They're
a little
gonna.
bit
I
of
wasn't
humility. I
talking
come
to
up here and
you.
admitted I
I
was
wasn't
wrong.
talking to you. They're arrogant, and they're gonna have to answer for what they say. But to play like a little bitch, own it. Grow a pair of balls. If I say something, I own it.
Did
I
I
don't
not
pussy
come back
around.
up live
Isn't
and own
Jackie,
it?
100%.
I mean, it does sound like he's owning at least most parts of it.
He's only
Absolutely.
owning it because he got called out. Had he not, he would have never owned it. That's the thing. That's the difference between a
I
man and a
agree
little
based
bitch.
off
Hold
the
on,
sound of
dummy. I've
that.
been sitting down in the fucking queue waiting to come up before your clip was even played. If you go back and scroll through the chats down in the bottom,
And guess
you'll
what? The
see
next
where
time you're gonna
I was
stay in the
commenting on
queue,
it.
and you're gonna continue to stay in the queue because you're not important.
Good Lord, you are childish as it get.
Why is he childish?
Have you not heard the utter crash out that she's been spewing? Did you not hear the crash out from the previous live? She can't control her emotions. That's the epitome of childish.
So you're just like continuing to poke him?
Well, it's kind of
Like,
what I
do you
do.
get
Yeah,
do you
That
get
guy
a
woke up and
comment?
chose violence today.
I am that guy. It's what I do. It's what I'm known for. I poke the bear every fucking day.
Now the
But
question
why
is do you
poke
poke the
Jackie?
bear
Why
face
go
to
after
face, or do
Jackie?
you only do it
He's
on
so
social
cool,
media
James.
when you're essentially untouchable?
I mean, if Jackie would have came onto the live and said, "Oh, wait a minute, maybe we
Wait,
shouldn't
would
say
you
things
put your
like this,"
face
it would have
behind
been a
your
little bit
words?
different, right?
Do you
It would
have
have
the
been a
balls to
little
put your
different.
face behind your
But
words?
when she jumps out and fucking just goes on the attack right from the rip, yeah, she's going to get what she gets.
That's what you
Period.
did. That's what you did to Smart. You did the exact same thing, and when it happened to you, you didn't like it. But are you willing to put your face to your words?
What do I got to put my face? What do you mean by put my
Exactly. So
face to
shut
my
the fuck
words?
up.
What are you
What do you
talking
mean
about?
by
Put my
that,
face to
Your
Jackie?
face
words.
to your
wants
words.
your-
Are you gonna say
he
it?
wants
Would you
your
be
camera
willing to
on.
say it to her face, or do you just
No,
get
no,
on
no, no. Would
TikTok
he
where
be
it's a
willing
safe
to
zone
put
and you
his
can say
face
whatever you
on?
want?
No, no, no. Would he be willing to put his face on camera and pussyfoot the way he does now?
Yeah, she wants your camera on, dude.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I'm not turning my camera
Exactly,
on for
because
her.
you're not a man.
I'll
No,
do it
you're
with you, bud.
insignificant. You don't matter, and my face is not that important.
Yeah, because
I'll
I'd
do
be
it with
ashamed
you.
of myself if I ran around running my mouth and couldn't put my face on camera.
I'm not
I'm sorry.
bashful.
Wait, real quick. Is it Jackie or Jacki or what is it?
That's just Jackie.
Jackie, will you put your face on camera?
Yeah, I put my
Jackie
face on
has shown
camera.
her face.
All right, if you put your face on camera, I'll put my face on camera.
I have
But
nothing.
James, why are you getting involved?
Also, I've put my face on camera multiple times.
We've all seen Jackie. Why? What, James? Why did you come up here and get involved?
I haven't seen Jackie.
Who gives a fuck? Why
I'm
are
assuming.
you? Wait, hold on, James. James, why did you come up and interject?
Oh, because I would like to speak on the prompt, if that's okay.
I'll go
Okay,
for it.
but and that's fair. But why the fuck interject between that guy and Jackie?
Oh, because if one's going to call out somebody for putting their face on camera, that person should also have their face on
But
camera.
I've seen Jackie. Jackie has been on camera plenty of
Yeah,
times.
but I haven't, right?
Okay, but nobody gives a fuck. What?
Also,
that you
I'm
haven't.
assuming 162 people watching this probably haven't. Maybe 20% of
No,
them have.
actually, the
Dave
majority
has a
have
very
seen
large
me.
Okay,
following.
so let's say 80% of them have, but that still leaves.
And also, wait, if I was willing, if I'm out here saying
Well,
shit,
guys,
like,
you guys are
hold
calling
on,
them
hold on.
out. You
If
guys
I'm
are
out
calling them
here
out.
saying shit, like, you look like a third grader with downs, I better be willing to put my face on it. If
So
I'm a man,
you're making fun of non-neurotypical people now?
No.
No,
Jackie is
I
Oh,
did
quoting.
that with
she
another
just
person
said
on the
downs.
phone
Right?
No,
She's
Jackie
like
is
Wait, the
quoting
guy
what he
said
said.
low.
No, I did that. I did that.
Very strange. Oh, you did.
I
So
did that
you're
on a
That's what
making
we're
fun of
previous
trying to
podcast.
tell you. So
non-neurotypical
you're
people.
jumping up to defend somebody, and you don't even know the
I
case
wasn't
of it.
defending shit. I was just saying I would like to see. I'm eating popcorn. I would like to see if one's going to turn on the camera, the other should.
okay.
And
No, I'm
yes,
Can I answer the
understood.
not
And
prompt?
going to do that.
whoever
my
said
goodness.
somebody looks like Downs or whatever, you're
The
making
only
fun of non-neurotypical people. Who did
that
that?
the
Making a
guy
That
in the
guy?
description.
bottom corner, and that's
Hey,
why I
bud.
said
Hey,
that's.
dude.
Can
You're
you calm
making fun
down,
of.
James? James, calm down. That's why I said, are you willing to put your face to your words, or are you a pussy?
Turn
No,
it
I'm
on,
not going.
bud.
I'm
Hey,
not going to give you a
watch.
screenshot so
Hey,
you can go
watch
put
this dude
everything
have
on
Down
blast. I'm
syndrome
not doing that.
when he turns his fucking
Can I
camera on.
answer the prompt, please?
All right. Let me. BMW. Where are you from?
I'm from Seattle.
All right. Are you a Muslim, Democrat, or Black American?
I'm
Probably all three.
I'm biracial.
Okay. Are you a Democrat as well?
I'm independent actually.
Who'd you vote for last
Good
November?
man. Good man.
I voted for Kennedy actually.
Oh,
Good
okay.
man. Good man.
Interesting. Okay,
All right,
so
so Dave,
I
I'm
would
going to
like
drop
to
down
say
off here.
I would like to
I'm going to go on and call some more
answer.
crash outs. Jackie, keep it
okay,
real.
that guy,
Y'all have a
just
great
go
night.
here. Be good, that guy.
I would like.
All
I
right,
would
go
like
ahead,
to.
BMW.
I would like to say that the white American men do commit all of the 99% of touching children,
The
and that's a fact.
99%, that's factually not true.
Horrible,
Yeah, it's
man.
actually true.
So let me tell you this, BMW.
No, you can't. You can't tell me
Okay,
anything. It's a fact. It's
BMW.
concrete history.
Concrete history. Okay. So
Yes.
BMW, there's
White
not.
men touch their children.
All
He's
right.
closed-minded, bro. You
All
can't
right,
change his mind.
James.
He's closed-minded.
Okay.
Yeah, and the
All right,
white
James.
women
I'll bring you
touch
back
animals.
up. Let me focus on BMW.
White women touch dogs, male dogs, and horses sexually.
Okay.
That's a fucking lie.
Yeah.
Okay, so in Africa,
White
can I
men are
ask you,
serial
BMW,
unalivers in
BMW,
schools.
in Africa, what's the percentage of black versus white people that touch children?
I'm talking about America.
No, I know, but you go with me. If you're smart enough, you'll get what I'm going at.
He's not.
Well, you go where I'm going. I'm going with America. Speak for yourself, miss, when you say he's not. You're talking
Well,
for
you're not,
yourself?
because clearly you don't
No,
have
yeah, no,
common
you're
sense, but
not. You're
that's
speaking
okay.
for you.
No, I'm speaking
No,
on
you
what you
can't speak
said.
for me. You don't know me. You're on
Why
the
does he sound
internet.
like
You're
he
not
has a
gonna
Darth
You're on
Vader
the
thing on?
So
internet.
what I said was
You're on
pretty
the
freaking
internet behind the
accurate.
keyboard. I don't know you from a can of paint.
I don't have to. I don't
Yeah,
need you
right.
to
So
know
don't
who I
sound. Shut
am.
up and don't sound ignorant.
You are ignorant.
Because you sound ignorant now. You sound
No, you're the one
illiterate.
that came up with an
You
ignorant
sound
claim. And if you came
illiterate
up with
and
realistic
ignorant right
numbers, it'd be
now.
a
Just shut your
conversation.
mouth.
I don't shut my
White
mouth for
men do
nobody.
99% of
Put a
touching
dick
their
in your mouth and
children.
you'll
That's
be
an
okay. I
FBI
promise. Suck a
fact.
little harder.
That's a statistic fact.
That's a lie,
Suck a little
They're
harder.
pedophiles.
BMW,
They're
BMW, you're
pedophiles. They're
lying.
Suck a little
pedophiles.
harder.
BMW,
Child
you're lying.
molesters.
You're lying.
And
You're
white
lying.
women touch their
You're
own.
a
White
liar
women
at
touch
every facet.
animals. You have
You're a
sex
liar.
with dogs and horses.
And you're probably a
Okay,
Democrat
so that's a
that's
fact.
lying
I'm
about who
sorry
they
your
voted
feelings
for.
are butthurt and you have fragility feelings.
Oh, you're absolutely
Don't cry.
wrong, but okay.
Get over it.
Trust me, I
Yeah,
was already over
your
it when you came
fragility
up.
feelings are butthurt. I can't help you with that.
My feelings ain't but hurt.
Yeah, they
Yours
are
sure
hurt. Well,
are.
why do
You're
you
the one that went to
fuck
the.
animals? Why do you fuck male dogs?
Trust
You
me, I
all
don't fuck a dog.
you all over Google having sex with animals.
No, yeah, I
Just
mean, I got a
white
beast
women.
in the bedroom if that's
Just
what you're
white
referring
women.
to, but
White
it's
women,
damn
the
sure
only
not
one
on
that
four
does that.
legs. Like I said, I got a beast in the
Yeah,
bedroom, but
like I
it's not on
said,
4
you're a
legs.
bestiologist.
Well, you're absolutely
You're
right
a
because I got a beast in the
beastologist.
bedroom.
And white men are pedophiles.
And you are a
White men
smurderer.
are child molesters.
And you're a
99%.
smurderer then, with your
Yeah.
logic.
Yeah.
Hey,
White
Okay.
men
you
are
are
child
such a dummy.
molesters.
Are you serious?
White men are serial unalivers. They
No, that
pew
would
pew
that
up
would be
What the hell are
schools,
you
black
talking
men.
about?
grocery
With
stores,
animals. What the fuck are you talking
churches,
about animals?
movies.
He says that
Yeah,
white
white women
women
have
fuck
sex with male
animals.
horses and male
Oh yeah,
dogs. That's what
you
I'm
sound so
talking about.
smart.
It's a
Yeah,
fact.
you sound so smart. You must
Yeah.
be a PhD or
White
something.
men
You a PhD or something?
white men have
Where'd you get
sex
your
with
PhD?
sheep and goats.
Hey, just
You
take
only
care
see
of
You know
your
so
own
much
you only
business
history.
so
see
Where'd you
your
you
own
get your
caucus
community
where
will
did
stop
you get
to
your
stop the
Neanderthals
harm.
doing
PhD in
that.
history?
Only you caucus
Oh, he's
cave
got to
mountain
be trolling,
Neanderthals
Daddy.
do that.
You sound really
Yeah.
smart too,
Only
yo.
you caucus
You sound
mountain
so smart.
caves
You must graduated
Neanderthals.
from
You
Why do
white
you
big
sound like a
university
trash.
or
You the
2-year-old,
only
something.
Daddy?
ones that does it. Nothing
How?
but you honkies.
Why
Nothing but
why'd
you
you
All the
call me
hunky
honky
upset?
honky
crackers.
stuff and
You hunky crackers, the only
you
ones that
sound so
does it.
smart. You
Yeah.
really sound smart. So I go and listen to you. You really sound really smart.
He's got to be
How?
trolling. Like he can't be this dumb. I mean, I'm pretty sure he's dumb, but I didn't think he was that dumb.
I know he sounded like a freaking moron. I couldn't handle it anymore. I had to come on. I'm like, what in the hell is he talking about?
Okay. What is going?
He sounded like a freaking moron. I couldnn't handle it anymore. In the hell is he talking about?
Okay. What is going on? D-Light put in the chat earlier. Is it a full moon? I don't know if Alexa. Is it a full moon?
The last full moon.
Okay. What is going on? D-Light put in the chat earlier.
The last full moon was last Saturday, January 3rd at 5:03 p.m. The next full moon will be on February 1st at 5:09 p.m. The last full moon at 5:03 p.m.
There you go, D-Light. February 1st is the next full moon. I do want to say the whole. I think actually it doesn't really matter. Full moons. What did it say? Full moons make people crazy. Definitely on this app. I don't know. Do you think that guy will ever come back? Or did Jackie shut him up for good? Only on TikTok? All right. Noe, what you came up to put BMW in his place, but what's your deal?
Oh, I couldn't believe when he started. So I'm listening, right? And all of a sudden he's saying like sex with animals. I'm like, that was like so crazy. Like somebody had to say something. He's talking to her like she has sex with animals. I'm like, what? What the fuck is going on here? It was so crazy. So I just came up just to say a couple words. You know, he didn't sound very intelligent, obviously, and he's talking about something that's not true. It never happened. Like, where does he? I don't know. I just like got pissed off because, you know, he's talking like crazy. Sex with animals. I'm like, what in the hell is going on here?
So you came
I
up
just wanted to come up and,
to
like,
save Christina.
sorry.
You came up to defend Christina's honor.
Yes,
That
exactly.
she's not fucking
Yeah,
animals.
because she's
Well, thank
just
you.
talking normal, and his answers are like so. I've never even heard this before. You know, I never heard that anybody would even mention sex with animals. The answers are like so. Heard this before. You know, I never heard that anybody would even mention sex with animals. I'm like, what in the hell? So yeah, I came up to defend her. Yeah, I just like couldn't stand this idiot. He sounds like a moron anyway. But to say these kind of things, it's very it's disgusting. And not true, obviously, but
Well, this app is full of people that say crazy shit.
hell yeah,
That's
I
no
can see
lie.
that. That's one of the craziest things I ever heard. I mean, you could say something like, oh, the Egyptians were BLK, and they invented all this crazy stuff, and we were stupid when they were inventing stuff. That's one thing, right? And I don't believe that anyway. But if you're saying people are having, sex with dogs, I'm like, what the I mean, that's way over the line.
That's your red line.
Way over the line.
Okay, so a lot is okay, but when they say Christina is fucking animals, that's when you got to get up here and set the record.
Hell yeah! I mean, come on, nobody's having sex with animals, man. Come on, this freaking moron. And he sounded stupid too, like the way he was talking. That's why I was talking that way. I was just like mimicking him. That's how dumb he sounded. And I thought to myself, "Why I sound really dumb, but I sound just like him." So.
This dude's not seen enough pally shit. Yeah, D-Light, I get that.
Yeah. Well, you got a lot of people on here.
But no, David, I actually came up to ask you, what are your thoughts on what happened technically yesterday?
Just break it down, right? If Tim Walz was a good governor, ICE would not have been there. If the mayor of Minnesota, the one that said, get the fuck out of here to ICE, if he was a good mayor, he would be working with ICE and not telling them to leave. And if that lady just got out of the car whenever the ICE agent said to do so, she would still be alive.
Yeah, can I
just leave them alone like she was told to multiple times prior?
Exactly. She was an instigator. By the way, I just want to say one thing that is I've noticed. So there are I think 3 videos that are circulating, right? And they have different representations of what happened, right? Because one's there's one where the car's she backs up and drives. You can't really see what's going on. There's another one from the back, and then there's a front one.
I've seen the front one.
Yeah, that's the one you could see her literally. She's trying to drive over this cop. You could see his leg but no one shows that video. They only show you the rear one where you can't really see what the hell's going on. Everybody has access to the front one.
Got taken down for false information.
Yeah, so basically you see his leg is he was seconds away from being run over. He moved his leg the front video, which no one shows, by the way. And it's out there, though. It's out there. And
all right, hold on one second.
Yeah, go ahead.
Jamie, where are you from?
Great state of California.
And why did you come up?
I listened to your live, and I completely disagree with everything that's been said.
Okay.
This woman was not treated well.
Of course, she's dead.
Well, she didn't run over anybody. I saw the videos about 20 times.
If the
Why was she
officer,
impeding ICE traffic?
Okay, Christina,
And
please.
stopping
Christina, stop please. Jamie, just a simple question. If the officer that came from the passenger side that was in front of the car, if he did not move, would he have gotten run over? Yes or no?
Highly unlikely. No.
Really?
Because she had her wheels going all the way to the right. You could see in the video that she missed his toes by 2 or 3 inches. He did.
How do you see his toes?
Let me finish.
Wait, what are you talking about?
He did bump into her left front fender. But what the hell, man? You shot her 3 times. Are you kidding me? 3 times in the face.
Okay.
That's not acceptable.
Wait, Jamie, you know what's not acceptable is whenever law enforcement tells you to get out of the car, that does not mean you start driving your car, right? Have you ever done that, Jamie? Everybody's been pulled over. Whenever a police officer gives you directions, you listen, right?
Well, these police officers are really not very well trained, and if they were well trained,
how do you know? You have no wait, Jamie. You have no clue how much training this guy has had.
Let me put it like this: Trump is a 5 times draft dodger. He should volunteer his son Barron.
Okay, so that's what it's about, Jamie.
Send all these other kids to war.
Of course it is.
That's
Okay,
my
so
statement.
you're an orange man bad type
I'm
of
not. You
guy.
guys live in a fantasy land. I'm sorry. I come here. I try to be
You're
honest
from
with you and
California. I
answer
think
your
you live in the
question.
fantasy
Okay,
land.
so
Great
Christina,
dark
you seem like
ass.
a real bitch. You know that?
why are you saying that, Jamie? And Jamie left. Okay. I
Get
don't
rid of him.
I don't get, Jamie, how Democrats defend the shit that they do. Right, Jamie? You over the last few years, I'm sure, has defended men playing in women's sports, more illegals in the country, more crime essentially. You get upset whenever Trump wants to send the National Guard in. Um, it's going to be a long couple years for you, right? Because Trump is president for another 3 years. And the good news is for America is Democrats will not rule this country for the rest of your life, Jamie. For decades to come, Republicans will run this country. That's the good news for America. It's that simple.
I just don't get it, David. Like,
Tell me.
the same people that are sitting here yelling there's no self-defense in what he did are the same people that say that Carmelo Anthony had every right to defend himself. So which way do they want it? Self-defense or no self-defense?
Well,
I just wish one Democrat can explain to me the hypocrisy in it.
yeah, but they're all hypocrites. What don't you get?
Well, I mean, I've known that. I just wish one of them would explain it to me so I can get it.
Yeah, but they can't. Just like whenever Democrats come up bitching about Trump using the National Guard, and I asked them very simple, did you condemn Kathy Hochul when she sent the National Guard to the subway system in New York City? And they have
Nope, they
no
didn't
clue how
like
to
that.
respond. No
They
clue how to
didn't like
respond.
that.
I mean, it doesn't make any sense. You clearly see she made contact, and wait, where did that go? And if didn't move, he may not. Okay. I mean, this guy, this idiot Jamie said, what did he say? He says you could tell by his toes. How the fuck do you see the officer or the ICE agent's toes in any video? How is he
I
analyzing
couldn't.
it that way? All right. Who do we have here? Something. What do you
It's
got?
Paul. Yeah, I mean, and you watch. I want to talk about how they all say, "Oh, the wheels were turned right." I'm sorry, he's in front of the car. He ain't gonna see the wheels turned right. He's staring at the woman.
Wait, I'm sorry. I was listening to something. Say that again.
So everybody they keep trying to mention, "Oh, the wheels were turned right." He's in front of a Jeep. He's staring at the woman. He ain't looking at the wheels.
Yeah, I mean, come on.
The only thing that ICE agent did is that can trigger this to go a different way is there is a rule within law enforcement, federal officers that you never go into you can't put yourself in a dangerous situation and then claim self-defense. By him walking towards the front of the vehicle, it could be problematic for him if the DA, which the DA is going to press charges because she completely hates ICE and Trump, so that's definitely going to be charges brought by her. The question is whether they'll be at state level or federal level. But they're going to try to use that as a defense that he placed himself in harm's way, therefore he can't claim self-defense.
I'm not too sure if I'm right on this. I don't remember exactly, but I think when they show the video from behind, I believe you see she was in park.
I think she was in park until the first officer grabbed the door. When the officer grabbed the door and reached into the window to open the door, she put herself in reverse, at which the officer that did the unaliving was coming from the front of the vehicle. If you actually watch the vehicle, her tires were originally turned to the left.
Yeah.
Then as that first officer approaches her car, she straightens them. going in a straight motion, and puts herself in reverse moments later. As she goes in reverse, as the officer is putting his hand on his weapon and drawing it, only then do her tires cut to the right. When they cut to the right, she had already made contact, in which that's when the pew-pewing occurred. And that is from every angle that you can view, all of them. You can see every motion.
Yeah, you can definitely see that. But like I said, when you see the one video when it's down the block, almost as if it's looking to the left, you could clearly see that his leg went back. So she did make contact with him.
I believe the reports came out that he had a broken ankle from it, but I could be wrong on that. I can't remember if the news said it or somebody on TikTok said it.
Yeah, I mean, you're right on the putting himself in danger. They could hit him on that, but I don't see like
that's his only fault in this whole incident is because he went to the front of the vehicle, which in a case like this can be considered the vehicle's a weapon. So that's his only flaw. Had he been to the side of it, it might be a different story.
And my thing is, what was the reason why the cars were sideways on the block?
Because she blocked the ICE agents from getting to the house that they were going to. That's why she was parallel. They had been calling police and reporting her for impeding an investigation multiple times, in which nobody came to do it. So they were going to arrest her for impeding a federal operation.
Yeah, so she's basically obstruction of a federal investigation. So right there, that's pretty much kills anything they can get on him.
Technically, yes, but the DA is going to go after he placed himself there, so he has no right to use self-defense. It would not shock me if they went, or it would shock me if they went any other way. And that's the only way they'll get M1.
And then more than likely, they'll probably hit him with like 2 months at home being paid.
What the jury does, I don't know.
Okay, wait, hold on one second. I wasn't paying attention in the last few minutes. My question is very simple. Did this agent have a body cam on? I don't know the answer to that.
I heard that they're going to have
Just yes or no. Yes or no. Yes or no. Do you know?
No, I just heard there's a press release with video coming out.
Okay, and then the other thing, you could say whatever you want about Kristi Noem. For Kristi Noem to put out the story that she did, that opens her up for criticism. That I think Kristi Noem either A, she knows exactly what happens and there's going to be camera footage that confirms what she's saying, or B, she just flat out got misinformation. Okay, because Kristi Noem's initial statement,
one of the two.
Of course. So my guess is if there is camera footage of what Kristi Noem claimed, that should be put out by Kash Patel or whoever is in charge of it right away.
Yes.
Okay, because or she's a lying piece of shit. I don't know. I'm not saying she's a lying piece of shit. Because my guess is Kristi Noem is not telling the lie. Whenever she was asked the question, she was in a completely different state. She has no clue. She is basing it off what the fuck happened, what was told to her, right? So that's going to be the problem that this administration will have to deal with, is just backing up what they're claiming. Any response?
No, I totally agree with you. The last I heard was that there was some sort of video coming out tomorrow at the press release. There's speculation
who said that?
It's the
Who said that?
body cam footage.
Who
I
said
said that, Christina.
No. I know that's you talking. Who when you say they said, who?
Oh, shit. The DA, I think, is who came out and said it. I think.
Well,
Let me go see who it was.
Okay, but you said the DA hates ICE. So my guess
they
is...
do.
Well, I can assure you, if the story is what it really is, the DA is not going to put out that video. How is that? Like,
I'm sorry, it's not the DA. I meant the one that's over ICE agents, the female.
Christy, no.
Is
Yes?
she the one that's over ICE?
Sure. Okay, so Christy Nome, she said, like, where did she say this?
I'm trying to look for it. Give me a second.
Because that's what's going to happen is you have CNN, MSNBC talking their shit. So if they come out with that video, CNN, MSNBC is going to have to backtrack. Go to Elijah. What do you got?
I came up on accident, Dave. Sorry, getting ready for
All right,
work.
be good, brother. You're good, brother.
Yep.
Go ahead, Christina. Liquor store looting. What does that mean?
Sorry, I was getting the kids up for school.
Okay, so did Christy Nome say that there's video footage of before what we have already seen? That's the important
I'm not
part.
sure if it's the same footage, Dave, to be honest. They just said that they'll be playing footage at the press conference tomorrow, I believe at 11 o'clock.
Cop cars on fire. They are setting cop cars on fire?
Wow.
I know. I mean, that doesn't. I mean, I don't even know who
Took
that
a little
is,
bit
but-
longer than I thought.
No, I mean, CNN was live from Minneapolis all night. They were live all night. They didn't go back to the replaying the primetime lineup. They were live. That I think Laura Coates was there. And the thing is if you think about George Floyd, what happened was once a couple days went by and the officer was not indicted, that's when they started the bullshit.
Yes.
No looting, that's a lie, just like the what the fuck? Who said that? That girl, don't make Jackie get on your neck. They're hoping it pops off. I'll be honest, whenever it first happened, if you remember, if you were watching it live, there was a point where police cars were pulling out and everybody was throwing snowballs at them and shit like that. I thought for sure Minneapolis was going to be on fire last night. And then when you have Tim Walz come out and say, well, I'm preparing the National Guard, and the way that it came off, if you go back and listen to him, was as if the National Guard is going to be against ICE, which does not make sense. But that's the Democratic Party for you. And you dumb Democrats like Jamie coming up here and defending a lady that if she would have just listened, she would be alive today. So wake up, please. I'll check on him. All right, check on him. While listening to you. What does that mean, David? Is that not factually true? If she would have gotten out of the car, instead of her getting shot and killed on the video, that lady that was flipping out recording, she would have recorded that lady getting would be in handcuffs and put it in the back of a police car. Vegas, what do you got?
I think I might be saying the same thing, but I do think ICE was wrong. I watched the video. Looked like, I mean, the ICE guy, the guy that shot her, just jumped out of the way. So I think you could argue that he was not, his life wasn't at risk, and he's fucked. But
how are you? Wait, hold on one second.
But
how are you to say how he was feeling at that time?
I get it, but he did get out of the way. But here's my thinking. If it's me, I got all these guys coming at me and they got guns and shit. I'm fucking like, hands up. I'm good. What do you need? You know, like, take me to jail, do whatever the fuck. But I'm not going to fucking drive into a guy with a gun That's just my thinking. She was right, but she was dead right. That's all.
All right, another dead right joke. Okay, fair enough. Let's see if Tom connects. Tom, how are you, sir? Tom, do you know you're up here?
Hey, Dave. I don't think it's body cams. It's the dash cam that was off of the officer that got out of the car
Okay, that's
and went
perfect.
up to her car.
That's perfect. Basically, if I'm Donald Trump or Susie Wiles or whoever is working to put this fire out, you need some kind of footage to back up what Kristi Noem said to shut everybody up. So whether it's from a body cam or dash coverage or dash camera, whatever, that's what they need to do. But Anthony, where are you from, Anthony?
I live in Alabama, but I'm from New Jersey.
All right, and why are you here, sir?
You said you'd bring me back up, and you never did.
Wait, I'm sorry. Why did I drop you?
Because you wanted ops.
Yes, of course. That's all I really like talking to be honest. But what are your thoughts on what happened yesterday in Minneapolis?
I think the ICE agent was absolutely in fear of his life, and he drew his weapon and responded. And I think he's in the right.
All right, very good. So we all agree. Let's get Lenny up here. Let's see what Lenny says. Go ahead, Lenny. What do you got? Where are you from?
Illinois. Yeah, I believe the woman was given a lawful order by the ICE agents. Supreme Court ruled in Pennsylvania versus Mims that when the police ask you to exit the vehicle, you're supposed to. And if the pavement had been dry, I think she would have ran over the officer. But the wheels were spinning because of the snow on the ground. So I think she made the attempt to try to unalive him.
All right, it's a circle jerk of people that I agree with. So let's just start over. Rumpel, I tried to bring you up. I guess maybe. Well, no, because there are especially just watching the media coverage, whether it's CNN, MSNBC, what Fox News said. Forget it. The headline went off. All right, Rumpel, what do you got?
So is this just another proof that women fail to follow basic instructions? They said stop, didn't they?
Gotcha.
Or is that a lesbian thing?
You guys have jokes on this already. I'm stunned. We've had a couple fall right thing, but I appreciate you, Rumpel. Tom, what do you got? Second time you're requesting up. What do you got? Tom?
Come up here and they tried.
Tom, you're breaking up as per usual, unfortunately.
If that vehicle was going to miss that officer by 10 feet. That officer's not there just to protect his own life. He's there to protect and serve. And that's the bottom line. If anybody else's life would have been in danger from this woman on slick roads, he had every right to pull his weapon. And that's the bottom line. I blame all this shit, I blame on Democrats. 100%.
Amen to that, Governor Waltz, that little punk of a mayor that they have that told ICE to get, quote unquote, the fuck out. Fuck him. If I'm Trump, I'm waking up, I'm sending more ICE agents in.
Exactly. And that's the thing, you know. Like right now, they say they're destroying police vehicles. Well, they should all be face down on the ground in cuffs. But all this shit started under Obama when all them riots under him started. And then everybody started attacking police. And that's why these people are so freaking belligerent today to officers when you're pulled over. All you have to do is comply. I promise you, if you comply, you're not getting shot. And that's it. I blame every bit of this shit on Democrats because they all wanted this.
Yup. And be careful what you ask for. You just might get it.
That Maxine, whatever her friggin' name is, telling people to push back. I mean, they come straight out. And Schumer standing on the steps at the Supreme Court, going against the Supreme Court. What's everybody going to think? Well, if he's against the law, so am I. Fuck these Democrats. I used to be a Democrat, Dave.
Oh, no way. I didn't know that, Tom.
100%. I was such a hardcore Democrat. When I was overseas, my uncle registered as a Republican on a ticket to run for city council, and he registered as a Republican, and he's the one that made sure that I would vote, and I still voted against him because he was a Republican. Now that's how hardcore Democrat I was.
What made you leave?
The bullshit that like we're seeing today. These freaking people, I mean, they want to be lawless.
Well, I mean, that's the Democratic Party all the time.
Exactly. Exactly. And that's exactly why I left it. The bullshit that goes on.
All right, let me bring Fox. I don't know why you're here, Fox. Why are you coming up, Fox? Why do you want to come up? That makes zero sense.
But I got to go to work now, Dave.
Be good, Tom.
I'm telling you right now. Comply with what an officer says. You're not going to get shot. Quit voting Democrat because all you're going to end up is with more of this bullshit.
Yeah, I agree, brother.
All right. Love
Be
you,
good,
Dave.
kind sir. Love you,
Later.
Tom. I'm just looking to verify what the fuck Christina said on Twitter. Here comes Jamie back. Go ahead, Jamie. What do you got?
I think the 5-time draft dodger Trump ought to volunteer his son Barron to go to war if he wants to send all these other kids to war. What do you think?
Okay, so how about this? Can you just take your hatred for Donald Trump out of it?
It's not hatred.
You sound like Donald Trump broke up with you and you're butthurt about it. Like, just take Donald Trump out of it.
I'm not one of his whores. Sorry.
Okay, so why is it,
When
Jamie,
are those Epstein files coming out?
Jamie, can you show me one social media post you made about the Epstein files when Joe Biden had them for years?
I don't have to.
Exactly, Jamie. You're
They're
a
out there,
hypocrite.
man. The evidence is there. What is he so afraid of?
Jamie, just answer my question directly.
No,
It's about the hold on, Jamie.
Why aren't
Jamie,
they being released?
which
I asked you
administration? Which
You're
administration has?
afraid, man. You are afraid because you know you're
Yes.
wrong.
Okay, Jamie, answer the question. Which administration has put out more information when it comes to the Epstein files? Trump's or Biden's?
They're under seal under Biden. If you knew anything about the law, you'd understand.
I'm sorry, you're not answering my
Okay.
question directly.
No, I am answering it. It's
Okay,
just you
go
don't
ahead.
want to hear the answer.
Okay, which one have we gotten more documents from, Trump or Biden?
Redacted or full documents? I don't understand. They're all redacted.
Everything is redacted. Wait, everything is redacted. So, Jamie, you're
Everything
lying.
should be.
Jamie, you're lying. Jamie, you're lying.
No, I'm not.
How did we
You're
get
lying.
photos then? Are the photos redacted? How did we get photos of Trump and Bill Clinton and
From
Bill
a Trump
Gates?
administration douche in their DOJ person. I mean, what? Come on, are you that stupid?
Yes, Jamie.
Really?
I'm the stupid one. You're the smart one. No problem.
I am smart.
Of course. Of
Anyone
course.
who follow. By the way, MAGA is disintegrating. In another year, the Democrats are going to be so far up Trump's ass, you guys aren't going to know which way to go.
Well,
That's
let's.
what's going to happen.
Okay, no problem. Let's talk about the future, right? The future is very obvious, right? The
I'll talk
midterm.
about anything, but you have to answer just like you want me to.
Jamie, I don't have to do jack shit. Number one.
You
Number
know what?
two.
I don't either because I don't argue with stupid people. So fuck MAGA.
It's MAGA. All right, Jamie, with the mic drop. Good job. All right, let's go with Lilo. And
Hey, what's
just
good, big
Jamie,
dog?
hold on one second, Lila. Jamie, just going back to you, it's going to be a long 3 years for you because Donald Trump's still your president for another 3 years and What date's today? 3 years and 12 days. And the one thing I appreciate about Donald Trump is I have a friend on here. His name, I don't know if you guys know him, the biggest, the gayest, the willest. His drinking is up over 1,200% year over year. Why? Because Donald Trump is the president again. And
I know
Jamie,
about that.
hold on one second. Jamie, you're an unhinged little bitch. Why? Because Orange Man bad. He's your daddy, Jamie. All right. Lilo, what do you got?
Yeah. So earlier you were saying that the Democrats are the party of course, you know, a lack of law and order. But I just kind of find that ridiculous, and I really have to come up to say that because I mean, you guys are the ones who've been ignoring the courts for, essentially this entire administration so far. You are the
Ignoring the
same
courts how?
guys.
Ignoring the courts how?
Remember in like was it April or it was something earlier than that where Trump when a judge gave Trump a directive to turn around the plane that was going to Honduras, he ignored them
Right.
completely. Of course, that's just a complete ignorance of the courts, which is just ridiculous that you think the Democrats are the party that don't have law and order in them. It's just silly.
Okay, let's face it. Trump has a pretty good record over the last year in the Supreme Court. Right? There's no doubt about it, and that will continue for the next 3 years.
I mean, I don't know about the next 3 years, considering the fact that there's just an untold amount of corruption in this administration. There's just an untold amount of nonsense going on. And I think you and I both know, even Trump knows this. He said it like yesterday, I believe. I mean, we're going to win the midterms. The Democrats are going to win the midterms. And eventually, your president's going to get impeached. He's not lasting 3 years at this rate
Okay, all
with the
right,
amount of
all
nonsense
right,
that's
no
going
problem,
on here.
no problem. He was already impeached twice, right?
I know, but back
Okay,
then,
so but Lilo, stop.
it's
All
good, big
right,
dog.
it is very obvious what happens in November. Democrats take the House, Republicans keep the Senate. So you guys, the idiot Democrats, will impeach Trump. I don't know, maybe about 30 times over 2 years,
And he
and
definitely deserves it.
it's not going to go anywhere in the Senate. So you guys have fun with that. No big deal. Nobody gives a fuck about the Democratic Party. And the reason why I say
Oh.
that, go ahead, explain.
Oh, no one gives a fuck about the Democratic Party, but
That, no big deal. Nobody gives a fuck about the Democrat. Go ahead, explain.
no one gives a fuck about the Democratic Party, but Trump seems to be the one who's always talking about the Democrats, always talking about Joe Biden, always
Of
talking
course.
about Nancy Pelosi,
Who else is he
always
going to talk
talking about
about?
Kamala Harris. He's always talking about Democrats. No one gives a fuck about us, but your leader, your cult leader, is the one who's always talking about us. It makes no sense. Pelosi,
Who else is he
always
going to talk
talking about
about?
Kamala Harris. He's always talking about Democrats. Leader, your cult leader, is the one who's always talking about us. It makes no sense,
Well,
right?
what's he going to do? Sit there and bash the fucking Republicans?
Well, I mean, look, what he should do is run the country. All right, he should run the country, but he doesn't run the country, right? He's corrupt. Like he's out here, promoting a coin to people who want, to people who want to pay for it. A Trump coin as president of the United States, like it's just straight corruption. It's corruption and incompetence in this administration, man.
All right, let's talk about incompetence. Tell me something
Absolutely.
that's going well in the country right now.
Oh, I don't think I can.
Nothing?
All right, wait, let me try and truly think. Nah, bro.
Nothing.
Nah.
Is the border
What do
more
you what do you
secure?
got? What do
Is
you
the
got?
border more secure?
I mean,
Yes or no?
yeah,
Just
yeah,
yes
yeah,
or no.
sure. Yeah, actually, I'll give you the border. You're right. But the
All
thing
right.
about it is that,
Hold on. I just want yes or no rapid fire. Are gas prices lower?
no,
No. That's a
nah.
lie. Okay,
It depends where
so
you are in the country. But
no.
also, like it's
Okay, let me rephrase it. Is the national average for gas lower than it was a year ago?
yeah, sure, yeah.
Okay. Are egg prices lower?
I no, probably not.
That's a lie. Are murders down year over year?
Yeah, sure, I'll give you that one. Sure.
Okay. Is stock market hitting record highs?
Right, a stock market was in we were looking at a
I'm
recession.
sorry.
Like,
Just has the
hold on, hold
stock?
on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Let me talk. It was looking like we are going to enter a recession when Trump, did his Liberation Day tariffs, which were, by the way, unauthorized by Congress. And we're now at the point where, Sure, I think I think the stock market is looking like it's having a general upturn. But when Trump does his next wave of big tariffs, what's going to happen? You know what's going to happen.
All right, so Lila, this is typical. You're a typical dumb Democrat, right?
Yeah,
And
tariffs. What's going to happen? You know what's going to happen.
all right, typical. You're a typical dumb Democrat, right?
Yeah.
And
What's
the
up, bro?
reason why I'm saying this is you're using the talking point back in April that we're going to be in a recession by the 4th of July. And why were the
Didn't say
Democrats
that.
no, the Democrats were, the media was,
No one
right?
was saying that.
I'm sorry.
It was looking like we were gonna be in a recession when Trump and obviously his Liberation Day tariffs were gonna go through. But generally, if he does
Okay,
it
how do
again,
we determine if we're in a recession?
if you look at the stock market,
Answer the question directly.
if you look at the
How
stock
do it
market,
has nothing to do with the stock market.
if you look at the stock market, if you
So
look
Lilo, you
when
have no
Donald
clue.
wait,
Just say
listen,
you don't
can you
know.
just listen to me?
How do we know that we're in a recession? What metric do we use?
If you look at the stock market,
Wrong.
when Donald
It
Trump
has nothing to do with the stock market.
introduced his tariffs, everything dropped. Everything dropped for a couple of days because the markets were scared. That's a sign that we could be entering a recession. Now, obviously, that didn't go anywhere, and Trump is looking like he's going to do another wave of tariffs, and who knows what could happen. It's that simple.
So can you answer my question directly? How do we determine if we're in a recession or not? What metric do we use?
And who knows what could happen. It's that simple.
So can you answer my how do we determine if we're in a recession or not? What metric do we use?
Um, and unemployment.
Wrong.
What is it then? What is it, bro?
Okay, it's whenever you have 2 straight quarters of a negative GDP.
And
Wrong. It's whenever you have 2 straight quarters of a negative GDP. And the reason why the Democrats
would rising unemployment
Wait,
not contribute to that?
why are you interrupting me?
Would rising unemployment not contribute to that, bro?
Once again, Lila, let me help you out. Whenever I'm talking, you shut your bitch ass up. You hear me?
Like you're
Okay,
just a typical butthurt Republican, man, who just
okay,
goes
no
with
problem.
whatever
Here.
Trump says. It's
All right.
that simple.
So once again, I'm not even quoting Donald Trump. I'm quoting your party. Go back and listen to Bill Maher, who is a guy. He's a Democrat. He gave Obama $1 million cash. All right. Bill Maher sat there and had to say, look, the media said we were going to be in a recession by the 4th of July. They were wrong. That girl, I dare you, come up here. Here, let me mute your dumbass. And that girl, you've been running your mouth. I dare you to fucking come up here, that girl. All right, let's go with Tipsy. I know he's been up here before. I don't know what side he's on. Tipsy, I don't think you're connecting. Fractal, you're not connecting. What does it say? And that last Democrat that was up here, my frustration is not with you. It's with every Democrat that comes up here. You guys just spew so much bullshit and have no clue how to respond to just simple questions, right? You sit there just mouth breathing people dumb as rocks. Okay. Here goes Yo Miss. What's up, Yo Miss?
Good morning, sunshine. What the
Hi,
hell?
beautiful.
What's going on with these people? They're supporting this. They're backing up this woman who tried to run over the man from ICE. What the fuck?
Well, Yo Miss, the Democrats are defending Maduro. They're defending men playing in women's sports. They have defended more crime, more illegal immigrants. They're not that smart, love.
I know, but You would think that something would make them wake up. Yeah, but you're right though. They are defending Maduro, but they call kidnapping babies resistance. You're absolutely right. And now they're defending this little white woman who, by the way, like, as a Republican, we don't care what color you are. You're a bad person. You're a bad person. That's it. The end. They're fighting for this guy who said he got the clearance, he got the information, but nobody gave this Donnie the clown information.
Wait, who is in your photo, love?
Oh, that's just Donnie. He had no clearance. He said, when I was briefed on Venezuela, meanwhile, the motherfucker read a Twitter post. Nobody briefed him. He lies.
Why has he? I haven't heard much about him honestly the last couple days.
Oh,
What did he say?
he said I think he wrote on X or something, after being briefed on Venezuela, and then it came out that he was not briefed. Nobody briefed you. You don't have federal clearance, my dude. You're the mayor. You're not even, you're like, yeah, the mayor of New York City. You're a nobody. So he had to admit, I wasn't briefed. I have no clearance. He had to backtrack.
Damn, ICE shooting people in the face now? Yes. If you don't listen to ICE when they tell you to open the door or stay in park, yes, you're going to get shot in the face.
If you try to run me over and I have a pew-pew, I'll do the same. Like, what the fuck? Don't run people over. You're not supposed to take a 2-ton vehicle with 4 wheels and keep it moving. You're supposed to stop. It's vehicular manslaughter or vehicular unaliving. Why wouldn't he defend himself? I want to know, would that guy just sit there? Would you just sit there, my dude? QC, if somebody had a car about to go down, like, you would just be like, okay, cool. Fuck.
Yo, miss, they're Democrats. What do you expect?
Why to the guy? Anyhow.
What? And they're not. I'll say this. I appreciate them. And the reason why I appreciate them is that's why I have been saying for the next 5 decades, we will have Republicans running this fucking country. And I'm grateful for dumbasses that are on this app.
For real. And honestly, some of the more decent Dems are switching to be Republicans. I think Fetterman's switching parties. We had Adams do it. At least he became an independent.
If Fetterman was smart, he would wait until after midterms, see where the breakdown is for the Senate,
Yeah.
and then go to Trump and say, I want a lot of money. And Trump will make sure he gets it, whether it's through fundraising or whatever the case may be. Go to Trump and say, I want a lot of money. And Trump will make sure he gets it, whether it's through fundraising.
Hopefully he does, because we need some people. The Dems are out of their minds. They really are. Have you been hearing any of the people speak out, like the people on Mamdani's team? I'm in New York, so obviously I hear more. They're like openly saying, we're going to take over, we want to take over private homes. I'm not even fear mongering. Like, straight up, is obviously I hear more. They're like openly saying, we're going to take over, we want to even fear mongering. Like, straight up, his whole speech about collectivization.
But how's he going to do that?
It's the Vienna I don't know much about it. I'm not an economics major, but fear mongering, like, straight up his whole.
But how's he going to do that?
It's the Vienna I don't know much about it. I'm not an economics major, but something like the Vienna program, he's trying to follow that. Whereas the apartment building, he'll make them government owned. Something like the Vienna program, he's trying to follow that. He'll make them government owned, essentially. Fine a landlord a couple of times, then have the government take it over.
Wait, I'm sorry. So if you own an apartment,
and have the government take it over.
You own an apartment building. What is the process where the government takes it from me?
I don't know the exact process. I'll look into it and come back tomorrow.
Apartment building. What is takes it from me?
I don't know for you, but I do know that the plan, from what I've been reading, is they're going after absentee landlords, quote unquote. They're going to go after every landlord and find them a few times, keep a little paper trail, and then attempt some kind of a coup. And this is what they've been saying. It's called the Vienna method, or the Vienna program.
I've never once heard of that.
Check it out. It's pretty insane. My friend's, she's corporate for like mortgages and all that. It's basically like, it's shareholding. It's communism. The government will take over the land, you could own the home. Let's say a regular house. You could own the house, but you'll never own your land ever. So you then need the government's permission to ever sell it. That's for an individual home. It's insanity. And he's openly saying it. Enough with the rugged individualism. It's time for warm collectivization. The fuck? Are you Mao Zedong? Are you Joe Stalin?
The only thing I heard about him is he had somebody on his transition team that said anti-Semitic shit, and he fired. I think it was a female. Fired her. That's the only thing that I've heard.
Oh no, there's 400 that have been caught out there, but no, it goes way deeper. Look into his transition team. Look into the leader of his housing department. I'll send you some info because I only have so much time in the day to go through this stuff. But it's insanity. Even his speech, I was like, the speech in a tunnel. Number one, like, bro, come on, in a tunnel, in the subway.
But am I wrong to think that, first of all, he's a politician?
Speech in a tunnel. Number one, like, bro, in the subway.
But am I wrong to think that he made campaign promises, he will not follow through on them like most politicians?
Right.
Ever since he won, my I don't know, my mindset has been, fuck him, who gives a fuck? He's not going to be able to do anything productive anyways.
Well, I could only say what I know for sure has affected me or that I've heard.
It's been, fuck him, to do anything productive anyways.
Well, I could only say what I know as far as collectivization and all that goes. He can do a bit in New York City and New York City alone. My cousin per se, specifically, I'll just say where she lives. As far as collectivization and all that goes, he can do a bit in New York. My cousin per se, specifically, I'll just say where she lived. I don't give a fuck. In Melba, she lived right on the water. Beautiful home. Finally had it built there. She's out. She's back on Long Island. She's like, it's for sale. I won't be here. They have the call to prayer playing throughout New York City 5 times a day, different parts of it, where it was banned before. Like you could.
They have a call to prayer in New York City?
Yes. It's so bad.
The only time I really go to New York is for a Knicks game.
Okay.
Will I hear
Yes. It's so bad.
for a Knicks game?
Okay.
The next time I'm at MSG?
It depends. Okay, so this guy's in Queens. So Uncle Cap, are you hearing it anywhere? Because my cousin's in Queens and she was not hearing it in the Melba Whitestone area. But I have a friend in Rego Park, not far from a mosque, and it's going 5 times a day. So I think it depends on where in the city you are. Yeah, no. In the Bronx, it's definitely happening.
Okay, have you heard it?
I'm on Long Island. Hell no. I haven't. I went to the city to see Hamilton the other day, and this shocked me. I saw police twice from all the way walking from Penn. Like, what is that, 30? I went to the city to see Hamilton the other day, and this shocked me. All the way walking from Penn, like, what is that, 34th Street to 46th. I went through Times Square, the whole 9. 2 times I saw the police, which I thought was pretty unsafe, to be quite honest. Maybe they're undercover. I don't know.
Has he already?
2 times I saw the police, which I thought was pretty unsafe, to be quite honest. I don't know.
Has he already made cuts to the police department? No.
Not yet. I know that there's approximately 3,500 talking about retirement, which is only about 1%. I called my other cousin, who's the NYPD attorney. He said there's like 35,000 on payroll. So 3,500 is not a significant amount. So we'll see if that number goes. My other cousin, who's 35,000 on payroll. So 3,500 is not a significant up. But I'm sure plenty of people are going to be leaving. He's a guy who said defund the police and had 400 of them surrounding him at his inauguration. He's a joke. But
yeah,
no, they are.
Wait, Sunset or something. What are you saying, CJ?
Only twice. I was asked to change our program because the reports were coming out. It was impacting their. Yeah, see, CJ, he's in New York City. They're called to prayer, so I was asked to move them. He had to change times of whatever his program is because of the call to prayer.
Yeah, CJ, go ahead.
So I'm in Alabama, but I run systems in New York, Miami, etc. And I've been asked, which is fine.
Yeah, CJ, go ahead.
So I'm in Alabama, in New York, Miami, etc. And I've been asked, which is fine, because we're respectful of whatever. We have reports that run, and they have to do action on them. And we were requested to move those up because it was impacting their ability to get to where they needed to be for the call to prayer. So we had to adjust everything that we were doing so that they had time, I guess, during sunset, or I'm not as familiar, but we adjusted so that they had time to go to their call to prayer.
Listen, you want to get a phone call, a text message? I'm down with church bells. Like, they're beautiful. But if you've ever heard the call to prayer, it's very loud. It's very obnoxious. I shouldn't say obnoxious. It's very loud. Let me be kind here. And if you're sleeping, imagine this. Wah, it's like the freaking purge. I shouldn't say obnoxious. It's very loud. Let me be kind here. Imagine this. Wah, it's like the freaking purge. It's not fun. Sorry, I'm not
Okay,
sorry.
so all right. So where is it playing in New York City?
I definitely know in the Bronx, parts of Queens, and depending where in Manhattan, the mosque. It goes by where the mosques are. I'll send you links.
Lilo is saying they're lying.
I'm not lying. Bro, I'm definitely not lying. There's videos, number one. Number two, I asked people that I actually know that live there. Why should we have to hear that? I mean, listen, if you could hear a cathedral bell, like, I'm down with it. Don't get me wrong. But when it goes on for a long period of time, 5 times a day, or even 2 times a day, that's a lot. Dinner time and morning time when you're waking up or sleeping or with your kids.
That is scary. Ukraine, what do you got, Ukraine?
Going on. Listen, I have one question that I just can't figure out regarding why are all these liberal going on question that I just can't figure out. Why are all these liberal type Western women defending Islam when that is the religion that gives them the least amount of rights, where they basically have no rights? Why are all these liberal women acting like Islam is like this magic religion that's going to bring you ooh and ah? And coincidentally,
they're not that smart.
I live in a predominantly Muslim country. It's a different type. I'd say they're different type of Muslims here. But even so, when I see the men walking down the street, the women have to walk behind. If I go to a hotel and the housekeeper comes in and cleans, I have to leave the room because she can't be alone in the room with a male.
Okay, so the answer to this is because they go to these, American liberal universities that are extremely funded by Qatar, and for years and years have been pumped full of ideas of creating buzzwords like colonialism,
apartheid,
creating an entire dynamic of oppressor versus oppressed. And then when these Muslim countries frame themselves as the oppressed, these liberal people whose
what school have you been to?
Okay, so this has been, I can tell you right now, Texas A&M, Cornell, Harvard, you could go even to the lower schools.
Texas A&M?
No, I'm talking to this
UCLA,
guy
Columbia. I thought I was speaking. Why am I being interrupted?
Sorry, all right, hold on. Tipsy is
referring to.
Tipsy is an unhinged Democrat, so just be patient.
I'm not.
We just told you, my dude.
I'm sorry, Tipsy. You're unhinged
as fuck. You guys are all unhinged. That's the whole problem.
Right, but nobody else came up here and interrupted the conversation.
Can't even learn when it's their turn to raise their hand.
This guy talked about liberal schools.
You can't even learn how to raise your hand.
Schools pushing liberal ideology.
Schools pushing liberal. Which ones?
Okay, so I just gave you specific
all the Ivy League
I'm not talking to you, lady.
I don't give a fuck who you're talking to, bro. Now you're talking to me.
I'm not talking to you, lady.
Binghamton,
all right, relax, Tipsy.
Binghamton, Cortland, all the SUNY schools in upstate New York, but Binghamton is really bad. My nephew.
I live not too far from New York State, so you're wrong.
That's a big.
You're wrong.
I'm an educator.
You're absolutely fucking 100% wrong.
Are we
I can
wrong
tell
about
you're mentally ill. You have mental problems.
Are we wrong about the $7-something billion that Qatar is?
Because
what about the $7 billion that Qatar has given these schools over the last couple
hold on
years?
1 second, guys. Guys, hold on 1 second.
Qatar.
Hold on, Tipsy, please.
Yo, baby daddy. I'm here on your live. You were talking about some shit before.
All right,
What is
Tipsy.
it?
Hold on 1 second,
All
okay? Yo Miss
all
is gonna
right. All
talk, and then
right.
you could respond, okay?
It's
So,
ridiculous.
as
All right, go ahead, Yo
Swimothy,
Miss.
No,
I
no,
got you,
you're
Swim.
ridiculous.
As Swimothy was saying, and I know you'd rather speak to him, but
You're ridiculous.
thank
Give
you,
Tipsy
sir.
some warm milk and cookies and let him relax for a minute. Tipsy, drink your milk.
Oh, okay, Daddy.
Thank you, sir.
All right,
Um,
Daddy.
Daddy. All right, Mommy.
Okay,
okay.
Tipsy, just chill out.
All
Let
right
Yo
there,
Miss
Uncle.
talk.
All right there, Unky.
So really quick, let's just like focus here. Like take a deep breath. We mentioned both Swimothy and I mentioned numerous
No,
schools,
you
right?
didn't. No, you didn't.
I didn't mention Binghamton, Cortland,
No,
and
you didn't. You didn't
I didn't
mention anything
Texas
reasonable.
A&M,
All right,
Texas
Yo
A&M,
Miss will talk, and then Tipsy, you come back up and respond. Go ahead, Yo Miss. Floor's
and
yours,
Texas
love.
A&M. In their defense, they were one of the first ones to break their Doha program. They shut that shit down when they realized what was happening. But I want him, my tipsy friend over there, to talk to me about CARE and the curriculum they created on September 11th, where it's been adopted in numerous states, including New Jersey. That you can say as a K through 12 educator, by the way, I'm not even talking college, I'm talking publicly funded taxpayer school money, we can say in certain states Islamic Jihad, Muslim fundamentalism, terrorist, schmerist. There's a list of words you cannot associate with 9/11, despite the fact that it was done by those people on 9/11. And there's other things you can't do, which I agree with. You shouldn't single out certain children based on their faith. I agree. But CARE has gone so far as to create a curriculum of 350 pages that delves into the history. It's full of lies. It doesn't even have Israel as a country. But forget all that. The fact that you can't say Islamic fundamental, I can't say it either. Islamic fundamentalism, jihad, teism. How do you not speak about 9/11? How do you speak about 9/11 without mentioning that? In public schools in New Jersey, I think Philadelphia. Dave, Philadelphia is one of them.
Well, keep it in Philly. Don't bring it to Pittsburgh. Swim, what were you
Oh,
gonna
sorry,
say?
wrong tape.
Swim.
Yeah. So what I was gonna say is that for the past decade or two, this money has been flooding into these universities. It's something like 7 billion over the last couple years from Qatar to push these ideologies of anti-colonialism, to create this sort of framing of history as oppressor versus oppressed. And this has been washed into the curriculum throughout all of these universities across America, to the extent where these young, malleable, young-minded people will always side with whoever they are taught are the oppressed. And so the reason that these young students, especially young women, are aligning with these Islamic ideologies is because they are taught that they are an oppressed people. And it all funnels through this education system that's been completely manipulated by the Middle East.
All right. On what do you got on?
Well, I could tell you guys that Yo Miss is 100% right because I'm in Queens, New York, and the schools, even down to elementary schools, are flooded with just manipulating all the kids' minds.
Have you heard the call to prayer in anywhere in New York?
So you hear it more now because there are more mosques popping up everywhere.
Really?
Yeah, I could tell you where I am in Queens. Within at least 2 miles, I could tell you at least 3 new ones have popped up.
And Dave, watch your school district. Watch who's joining your school boards. Political. I'm
Yep.
not trying to be an a-hole. Political jihad is no joke.
Trust me, I'm not thinking it is a joke, especially when we see what's going on in Minnesota. Lilo, what do you got, Lilo?
Yeah, what's up? I'm coming up one more time because I'm getting ready and I was listening to the live. I live in Brooklyn.
Uh-huh.
I've never heard a call to prayer. I frequent like 5 different neighborhoods, never heard a call to prayer. I do hear church bells a lot. I hear I don't know what it's called, but there's a Jewish like kind of similar to call to prayer that because I live in a very
No,
Jewish
no,
neighborhood.
we don't
That's
have those.
but in Brooklyn,
What do
never heard
you
a call
hear
to
from the
prayer.
synagogue?
I hear like I don't know what it's called, but it's like kind of a like
You're
um
lying. You
I
hear
swear
no.
I do hear
Ding
something from the
dong.
synagogue. I don't know what it's called though. I live in a very Orthodox Jewish neighborhood. But anyway,
It's joy.
moving
It's
is
just joy. It's
okay.
joy.
Well,
Jewish joy.
that's what I hear then. Also, what he said before, about the like funding from these Islamic states. So liberal women don't support states like Saudi Arabia that just let women drive like 10 years ago. They don't support states like, states like these. They support obviously the people who are being oppressed, who,
Who?
in like, obviously, I don't know if we can talk about this, but Israel and Gaza, obviously they support that. They support the
Which,
Gazans.
wait, what about the women and what about the Arab women in Israel, like the Palestinian women in Israel? Do they support those women that are being protected by
Uh,
Israel?
I,
It's
I don't
Then
weird
know
why
about
are
to
they
that.
out
I don't know about
protesting
that.
for
Maybe,
Iran? Why are
maybe,
they
but they don't.
protesting for Iran?
But they
Do women have
100%
rights in Iran?
are protesting for Iran, dude. They're not protesting for Iran. They're protesting for the fact that Trump bombed Iran, even though
I
the
know. It's
Republicans,
crazy, right?
even though the Republicans are the party of, are were the party when they ran of no new wars.
Wait,
Even though we
take
went
wait,
into
What?
take
Iran,
What?
one
we
Let me
breath.
ask you
bombed
a
them, and
question.
we
Wait,
went to
This guy up
Venezuela
here,
and
wait,
kidnapped their president.
Hold
he's
on,
pretty
let me hear from
logical.
you,
they're
Miss. Go. Hold
protesting
on.
against the government. They're not
All right, hold
protesting
on one
against the
second.
fact that
Hold on
America
one
bombed
second.
them.
Hold on.
You're
Go, yo,
pretty.
Miss.
You sound pretty logical, my friend. Like I
He's
think you're
not.
pretty
He's
young.
not. He's a
Oh,
moron.
okay. Well,
Go
I
ahead.
thought he might be. So anyway, they're protesting against our government and what we're doing to Iran, but the people of Iran are applauding what the American government did because you
I
see, the only people unalived. If you have any Iranian friends, you should ask them. The only people unalived during those kabooms were those that lived in government-run like housing. They work for the government. They're the propagandists. They're like the President Snow's people of Hunger Games. You know what I mean? Where District 12 and the rest of Iran is being mistreated, abused, and used.
I mean,
If you hear about it,
I don't know what sense of responsibility, because we're literally the ones who, in 1953, we literally started an Iranian coup. So I
no,
don't
not
really,
we didn't start it. That would actually be France, but yeah, we
sorry.
were part of it. We were
Yeah,
part of
but
it.
we were a huge part of it. We literally taught their
You know, that was
Gestapo,
like
the CIA,
75,
the
75 years
CIA
ago,
taught
dude.
their Gestapo torture methods. So,
Stop
I mean,
using stop using words that are Jewish words on like everybody else. They didn't have a Gestapo. They had Islamic.
what?
It's
They're
called
secret
Islamic.
police. All right, they're secret
It's
police. There you go. They're
Islamic
secret police.
fundamentalists.
They're
They're
secret police.
mujahideen.
They're secret
Mujahideen.
police. Whatever. You're the party who said there should be no new wars. We have just
You
kidnapped
understand the
a Venezuelan
Democrats did that,
president.
right? Dude, the Democrats did that, right? Jimmy Carter was the president when Iran went down.
Okay.
So that was your party.
Okay, you're the party of
You
no
want to
new
play a
wars.
blame game? I'm not blaming people. You want to play a blame game? That's your party, dude.
I mean, all I'm saying is it's really
Is that you're
irrelevant.
wrong?
It's really irrelevant if they're applauding us or not. We shouldn't be there. It's irrelevant completely. We
We're
shouldn't be
not
there.
there, you freaking genius.
Why?
Are
No,
we at war, Lilo?
why are we involved in
All right.
bombing them? Why are we involved
Because
in bombing them?
they broke the IEAA, the International Nuclear
Yeah,
Weapons Program.
yeah.
They
They have
enriched their
uranium. They
uranium
have
well
uranium
over.
enrichment. They have uranium enrichment.
Yes, it's not supposed
Mutually.
to. Dude, shut the fuck up. It's not supposed to go over 3%. It went up to
Okay.
like over between 60 and 90%. The
60.
numbers vary.
Okay,
Go ahead, Dave.
you are the party of no new wars.
All right,
It's
hold
really
on,
that
I
Lilo.
simple.
don't.
You
Under no
keep
circumstances,
I'm no
even
Lilo.
miss.
You
all right,
Lilo. Stop.
bro. Can I like? It's just.
You keep saying that. What war are we in right now?
None.
I mean, we just kidnapped the president of Venezuela for no reason.
And the people
Are
are
we at
For
applauding
no
war?
it.
reason.
For no reason, yeah. Or
Okay,
I
Yeah.
cool.
guess so. Sorry.
There's no
A
For
really.
war.
I'm
no
Maybe.
sorry.
reason.
I'm sorry. A really
What
weak and
did?
fabricated reason that
Wait,
obviously the Trump
wait, wait.
administration has fed you.
I just thought of something. Wait, who kaboomed Gaddafi in Libya? Was that Bush?
Yeah, it was
No.
Obama. That's the biggest.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the
And Bin
biggest
Laden.
criticism I have of his administration. That's the reason
But
that he
not that
not.
wasn't just that wasn't just him though. It wasn't just Gaddafi. Do you have any idea? He did Mosul. He dropped drones all over the Middle East, but none of you guys care.
We drop bombs on Yemen. Like this is the status quo for presidents nowadays. It's horrible,
So stop saying
absolutely.
your
But
party.
wait, hold on. Can I speak?
And Yemen's a failed state.
Unlike you guys, we actually go forth and criticize our presidents when
No,
they
you
do stuff
don't.
like that. We absolutely do. I am a Democrat. I
Well,
criticize.
you did.
I sorry, I wasn't. I was like whatever. I'm 18, but I was like really young back then. But whenever I look back on it, I criticize them. It's disgusting. They shouldn't have been in Libya.
Why not?
We shouldn't be in Venezuela. We should
Why
not
not?
have bombed Iran. It's that
Do you think
simple.
we should be some weak ass nation that has no power in the world so that we could
Did
get
I say
taken
that?
over?
Did I
No,
say
no,
that?
but that's really what I feel like all of you guys stand for.
That's no, that's not what we
There's a
stand for.
quote.
That's
There's a
not what we
quote.
stand for.
Yeah,
There's a quote.
and take a minute to just consider how it's these young liberal college students that are
Brainwashed.
protesting what we're doing in Venezuela. Meanwhile, the counter protesters are Venezuelan immigrants who are
All right, so
thrilled that
all of
their
the pictures,
government is being overthrown.
all of the pictures that you've seen Venezuelans,
We don't. We don't.
celebrating this are
Uh-huh.
Venezuelans in other countries.
Yeah.
You have
We don't
Venezuelans in
go
Spain. You
because
have
there's 8
Venezuelans.
million. Why? Because 8 million had to fucking migrate. Number one. Number two. There's plenty in Venezuela, and we, I and Swimothy and D and we're adults, right? So I know actual Venezuelans. Like we actually know
Sure.
Persians, Iranian people. We're not just going by the people on the internet and the organized protest groups that Neville Singh is sending all over,
Listen,
right? And
what's all
posting.
right? All right. If we had the official title of the world's constable, then fine, bro. Sure, we can
We
go into
do.
we
We
don't we don't.
do.
No one
We
gave us that
do.
title.
Oh, they
You are
did.
the same party that ran,
After
and Donald
World
Trump
War
told
One,
you to your
hold on,
face.
baby. You
Donald
told me
Trump
they
told you to
didn't.
your face. Can I
You
speak?
told it's no,
Can I
because
speak?
you don't make sense. One, after World War One when they cried, after World War Two when they cried, and every time they come to us for everything else we need that
World
America
War
is
II,
literally.
World War One,
I'm
both
not done
European
speaking,
conflicts,
little.
both European
Exactly.
and East
Thank
Asian
you.
conflicts.
So
Nothing
as
to
I
do
was
with
saying,
South America.
after the
Okay.
Cold War, Cuba, Noriega with Reagan, are you that dense that you're gonna get on a
I
live but
mean,
not know
I
your
mean,
fucking history?
I mean, dude, what do you mean know my history? Those are European East Asian
Those are
conflicts.
South American.
What South American
No,
conflicts went on during World War One and World War Two? Maybe minor
after
skirmishes, but they weren't
after
major
World War
parts of
Two.
it.
After
It was
oh
the
my God.
Axis, and the
Hello,
Allies. It
hi.
was the Axis and the
Keep
Allies.
keep up, my dude. After World War Two, I kept going. Cold War, post Cold War. This is not something new. We
So
are
wait,
the
you
world's
think
constable.
yeah,
No, you're right. We are.
no.
We
We are
are.
not the world's constable. We
But
do
we
not have
are.
that official title. We do not have that official title. But
Oh,
even if we
baby,
did, Donald
you're
Trump went
young.
on his campaign trails and told
Yep.
you to your face, lied
And he
to you.
told
Now,
you.
obviously you believed him because you have half a
Mm,
brain. He lied to you and said
Number
that
one, love.
we're gonna
You
do
don't.
no
You
new
don't even know
wars.
who
It's
the
really
fuck
that
I voted
simple.
for.
It's
There's
really
no
that simple.
war.
Who did you
There's
All right,
vote
no
for?
all
What did
right,
you
war.
vote for?
Lilo, chill. D-Light.
Hey, Dave.
Hi, D-Light. What do you got?
Oh, I got. Okay, so you know how I like to show things, right?
I do.
Okay, so
We
let's get
like
this
your showing
going.
talent. I like deep
All
things.
right, so here's your call to prayer. Hold on.
Where's this at, D-Light?
New York, New York.
That's the one in the
Where?
Bronx.
That's
Where?
I think
downtown
that's
Brooklyn.
Oh,
I've been there
where?
that's
before. That's
Bronx.
downtown Brooklyn. I've been there before.
You
Obviously, if you
just
live
said
next to
you've
a
been.
mosque,
You're a
Oh,
liar. You're a liar. You just said you.
obviously, if you live next to a mosque,
wait.
you
Why
may
don't you
never
be
call the
quiet?
prayer.
Why don't you be quiet for a second?
And D, I'm really quickly. He said I've been all over Brooklyn and I've never heard it, but I
Oh,
hear the
Indeed, I
replays
have.
on.
oh,
Indeed, I have.
oh. Never heard this, right? Not 5 times a day.
Indeed, I've never heard this before.
Right. Well, you gotta keep walking then.
I go to Flatbush. I
Yeah.
frequent Flatbush, Crown Heights, and downtown Brooklyn. I'd never hear it.
Surprisingly, you've never heard it, right?
And
Okay,
you've
so
been to
that's one thing.
you've been to
Right.
Jewish
hearing it in
And
a
then
areas, dude. Shut
then
the
I
fuck
want to I'm
up.
not done. I'm not done. Okay. The second thing about what you all were talking about. This came out let me find the date. The 28th of April 2025. Qatar and China are pouring billions into the elite American universities. I wonder why. You're all
Baby
welcome to
Blue,
read about this, right?
Baby Blue. I'm not
Told
Muslim.
ya.
I'm an
Okay.
atheist, so it's
Okay.
irrelevant.
So you're all welcome to go read this. This is from the Free Press right there. Okay. So in regards to them funneling billions, and this is just, I can bring up how they've funneled billions in the past, I don't know what, 2 decades. Just to throw that out as a number. I can bring up how they, I don't know what, 2 decades. Just to throw that out as a number. I mean, Qatar is the number one largest supporter donator of the American universities, and not only American universities, K through 12 as well. Now, why is that? Why would
I
Qatar funnel so much money into the universities, into the young minds? Okay,
I
of
frankly don't care because I'm not a sheep who just listens to whatever like my
Wait,
professors tell
babe,
me.
you don't
I formulate
no,
my own opinions.
she said K through 12. That's children. That's
Oh,
indoctrination,
really?
and
Yeah.
that's
When I was
really
12 years old,
scary.
when I listened to what my
No,
teachers
that
told me
means
about,
12th grade, genius motherfucker.
I'm
Kindergarten through 12th grade.
yeah, no, when I was 12 years old in seventh grade, would I just listen to whatever
Oh
my
Lord.
teachers told me about it? I wouldn't. I'm sorry. It's just not
And
gonna
then you don't
Sorry to
understand
Clifford.
how the mind works because you're
Some
18 and
people
your
do,
brain
some
hasn't
people do,
developed.
some people do,
Your
and I
brain
understand how that
isn't
can be a problem, but
okay,
that's not
baby.
my priority when it comes to politics. So we can talk about
It's not
anything
your
else.
You're obviously not
Bring
a parent either,
bring
right?
up
So if
bring up another lib.
if I had a small child in the schools right now, knowing that we're not teaching them about World War II or about Islamists or about the Islam conquering, then I would
What? Wait,
definitely
wait,
have
wait,
a
wait, wait,
problem
wait,
with
wait,
it.
wait, 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 wait. What about the Christian conquering? What about the numerous amounts of
All of
slaves
it.
that
You
were
know
brought?
what?
Yeah,
All
there
of
we
it.
go.
We
But for
There we
some
wait,
go.
we do
reason,
wait.
There we go.
We
for
do
some
learn that. It's
reason,
called the
History,
Crusades.
history is not
We
history is not
yo,
black and
shut
white.
the
History
fuck
is not
up. You
black and
don't
white.
know
It's
what
that
you're
simple.
saying.
I
They
know
do
more than
learn
you,
it.
most definitely.
Oh, okay, cool. Anyway, we do learn about the Crusades in school, but it's a problem when groups like CARE are fighting to have us start teaching things that are not historical facts,
Like what? Give
like
me one thing. Give me
revisionist
one
history.
thing.
That, I don't know, 9/11 wasn't done by Islamic Jihad or
Who
Muslim
is teaching this?
fundamentalists.
Who is teaching this? I'm in the current.
CARE.
I'm in the New York, a very liberal
Oh,
school
good.
system. I
Very
know
cool.
that 9/11 was caused by Muslims, bro. I
You
know,
do,
like,
great. But are you going to tell me? So you just graduated. Beat that ass with me, right? Like, be real. Over your last couple of years in high school, was it discussed in your U.S. history classes on 9/11? Be
yes,
honest.
I swear on my life,
On 9/11?
last year, no, I was in junior year. My U.S. history teacher showed us a
Mm-hmm.
video on 9/11, showed us the
Mm-hmm.
guys who did it. She told us an entire history of it. I kind of knew this
Okay.
before, but she gave us a
I'm,
complete
I'm impressed. I'm proud of her because a lot
like,
of
dude,
teachers are shying away now.
you guys, this is what Republicans do. You guys
No, 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 no,
take
no.
you guys take really specific
Dude,
anecdotes,
no.
throw it into the media zeitgeist,
You're
and just fearmonger
you're not
everything.
listening.
It's not true.
CARE, listen, you're in New York, I'm in New York, right? CARE has not got a foothold fully here yet, but they do have some in New York City public schools. So not every school is like this. I can tell you where I know numerous schools, the teachers don't even bring up 9/11 because they're afraid to. They don't know where the line is. So they just skip past it, even in U.S. history classes. Mine,
My
that would never
mother,
happen.
my mother's an
I'm not
educator.
done.
I can go ask her right
So
now.
go grab your mother and
My
ask
mo-
her to pull up the CARE
my mother,
curriculum.
my mother's been a
Hi.
teacher.
Great. Go ask her to pull up the CARE curriculum on September 11th. That's being used in New Jersey, Philadelphia, and like other parts all over America. But I'm in my car, so I don't have it on me right now. It's pretty frightening. I think page 3 gives you the list of things you cannot say.
All
I'm not
right.
All right,
making this up.
hold on 1 second, please. Franco, where are you from? What do you got?
Oh yeah, I'm from Michigan, and wait, what was the other question? What do I got? Yeah,
Yeah,
I just
what
wanted to
made you come
let
up?
I just wanted to let the panel know that Yo Miss is actually Muslim and she's practicing taqiyya, by the way. Just wanted to let everyone know.
All
Damn
right, thank you.
it! Don't tell them.
Thank you,
Don't
Franco.
tell
The
them.
Miz is actually she was
All
on.
right, hold on. I'm just gonna move on. Sabina, where are you from? What brings you up, Sabina?
I am from Melbourne, Australia. I am a Yahudia queen, a Jewish duchess, if you will. And I honestly just came on the live because I was curious about what you guys were talking about. I was going down my For You page and I saw your baby daddy, I guess. And I saw his quiz of the day, which was like, which group is the biggest threat, like the
Yeah, I
biggest
wanted to talk
failure?
about that
Was
too.
Democrats, Black Americans, what percentage of Muslim people condemn the terrorist attack in Australia? That was the question that posed me because with the terrorist attack in Australia, I was very personal to that. And I have two friends that had passed away. One of the friends was a Ukrainian Jew that actually came to Australia because of the war that's happening in Ukraine and Russia. And the second one was a rabbi that officiated my sister and my brother-in-law. So my sister and my brother-in-law, their wedding, he officiated that. And then he also officiated the bris of Matilda's younger brother, the 10-year-old girl that passed away.
May her
Wow.
memory be a blessing.
Amen.
Yes, I was just curious about what the live is about. I didn't know if it was like a pro-Israel or a pro-Palestine live or like,
Well,
other.
most of us up here right now are pro-Israel, but I do
Okay,
platform a
that's good
lot
then, because I'm a
of.
very pro-Israel. I people would consider
Okay.
me right-wing in how pro-Israel I am.
Can you answer my question? What percentage of Muslims condemn what happened in Australia? What's your
Oh,
answer?
probably around, like, honestly, and this is just an estimate or
Uh-huh.
probably a guesstimate. I would say only about like 10 to 15% condemn what actually happened. 60% are staying silent, and the other 30% actively condones what's happening in Australia.
All right. Well, I appreciate that. Go ahead, Swim. I saw you come off mute. Go ahead.
Yeah, and I just think it's a statistic that I'm sure almost everybody up here knows, but there are 2 million, 2 billion Muslims in the world, and roughly 10% of them are radical, jihadists, and that puts us at 200 million radical jihadists spread out throughout the world. And if anybody thinks that this isn't a dangerous thing for not only Western society but the globe at large, then I don't know what they're puffing on.
Lilo, are you Muslim, sir?
No, I'm an atheist. I'm a black atheist.
Okay. Whenever she
Okay, my black brother. Per.
okay, go ahead. Whenever Sabina was talking about the whatever is on my photo, what caught your eye?
Yeah, yeah. Why do black Americans commit more crimes? Like, why are we still talking about this?
Do you think they do or don't?
I mean, yeah, they do. They
Okay,
do
so
commit a disproportionate amount of crime, but I think this has been explained by so many people.
Oh,
elaborate.
so can I
Okay,
ask
so
you a question?
Uh,
oh yeah, sure.
Go ahead, Sabina.
So, do you think that it's exacerbated from like the statistical anomalies, or do you think that there is something in the culture contributing to that kind of decay?
Yeah, so as a Black American, there is absolutely something in the culture. I mean, I see so many of my friends, because I go to school in Flatbush. I see so many of my friends, like, who fit this general stereotype that I think comes from the people who commit the crimes. And it's unfortunate because in reality, the Black people are just like, we're such a strong culture. And it's just ridiculous that we're still in this like moment of transition. And I think we should just really, lock in with it. But, yeah, so I can just start off with a basic American course. Hold on. Let me fix my basement real quick.
Okay, so basically, you had a problem with Black Americans being up there, but essentially, you agree with why they're up there. No.
Yeah, I don't think he has a problem per se. From what he described, it doesn't seem
Wait,
like he
hold
has
on,
a
Hold on,
Sabina.
hold
problem.
Let
on,
him
hold
answer,
on.
baby. Let him
Okay,
answer.
so
Go.
essentially,
You had a problem with Black Americans being up there, and you
yeah,
basically you're
yeah, it's
confirming what
it's
I'm
it's
saying.
ir it's irrelevant. The thing that you're trying to say is, oh my, why are Black Americans such a disproportionate, commit so much disproportionate amount of crime, even though they're only 13% of the population? I mean, in reality, we are the most oppressed group in the history of the United States of America.
Not
You guys brought
anymore,
us. No,
bro.
we
It's
are. We are.
No.
2025.
We
Wait,
absolutely
Lilo,
are. We absolutely are.
Lilo.
We
Why do you use
Nobody
absolutely
this
are.
said.
victim card?
we
Why?
still we still live in communities that have worse teachers, worse economic programs, worse
Really?
infrastructure because of redlining, because of American
Redlining is
Redlining.
illegal. Redlining is illegal.
redlining is
Stop the
illegal, but
madness.
its effects are still very, very present. Is this like not common knowledge?
So it's present to a lot of people, but it's illegal. So we have tons of people who monitor the real estate agents, and I can tell you for a fact,
It's absolutely
numerous
illegal. I know
agents.
it's illegal, bro. I'm not trying to claim
And
it's not illegal, but
what
it's
if you
still.
could find me evidence of the last time redliners were caught? I would like to know because I know it was over a decade
Dude,
ago.
how do you
Well,
think
what
hoods come from? What do you think like general, like for example, Baltimore
all
hoods or New
on
York
all
hoods,
on
like
all
Brownsville?
enclaves come from the same area, right? All enclaves come from the same way. When
Redlining.
immigrants come here, when immigrants come here, they move to certain areas. You think this doesn't happen to every group? When my mother was
It
buying a
absolutely
house, when
does.
she moved,
But it started with
when
Black
she
Americans in the Great
it did
Migration.
not start with Black Americans. Number
In the
one,
Great Migration.
it
well,
was against all immigrants. There are
okay.
still, you're a New Yorker, there are still contracts in New York. Levittown is a great example. You can't sell a home. It says it. Levitt homes cannot be sold to
Bro, I'm
Jews
not
or
I'm not
blacks.
saying I'm not saying that it's not. I know it's not illegal. It's the thing. It's called effects. When you
Hello.
have when you
Did you
have
not hear the
something.
words that came out of my mouth? I kind of
What,
backed you up in a way, but it's
what'd you just
not
say?
just
What'd you
against
say?
Black America. It's not just against Black
Yeah,
Americans.
I know that. I
So,
know that.
so for you to say that, like, but many of us, whether Black, white, whatever, have come up and we've moved forward. Is it harder? Will I agree with you on one point for, let's say, a Black American whose grandparents didn't have the rights of my father's parents. My mother's parents were
No,
Jews, so they didn't have rights. So yeah,
no.
it's a little
For
bit
wait,
harder
hold on,
for
hold on, hold
sure.
on, hold on. Your grandparents were Jews who were able to build generational wealth. My
No, they were
grandparents,
not. My mother
yes, they were.
wasn't even sold a home because she was a Jew. What are you
Not
saying, my
you.
dude?
You can pass down wealth to your kids.
They
My
escaped the age cost. What wealth were they passing down? What are you saying?
my family is more my
Fuck.
family is
My
more
grandfather was
lucky.
a Paul.
My family is luckier, but for many of my friends, their families were not able to pass down wealth to their kids for
Why?
years. For
Why? What does
years.
that mean to you? Pass down wealth. What does that mean?
Property passed down like good property because it was always
When?
getting what? Like I
What in
guess
what year were they
19
not allowed to do
1950s
that?
to 1960s when the civil
Same
rights
for
movement was
Jewish
at an
people.
all-time high.
And it was the same for Jewish people. We weren't even
Well,
allowed to
I
do that
could
back then.
actually
Obviously,
argue, and I say this.
what I'll say to you is Jews are the most. This might sound kind of insane. Nah, yeah, Jews are the most oppressed people in history.
Mhm.
African Americans and Black people are the most oppressed people in America. And when we're talking about America, you guys do not have it as bad as us. It's that simple. And the
Well,
reason that we're
because
still
I'm
the
not
reason
gonna
that
pigeonhole anybody because that's just the wrong thing to do. But I could argue maybe that has a bit to do with our culture.
I
what do you
could
mean?
also say, just from my perspective, before you guys jump into it, I can say this because I am both Black and Jewish at the same time. What I can say is what he's referring to in terms of redlining. Yes, of course, redlining is illegal. Yes, of course, it is illegal to prohibit certain areas or certain districts because of people's races. But it is something that happens in the day to day, not just against African Americans, but also against the Jewish population. This is something I'm very familiar with.
And
A lot of my
Hispanics.
Jewish family members live in the northeast coast or they live in the southwest. That's just where my Jewish family members tend to be. And then otherwise in Israel and in North Africa and then in Australia as well. What I can say as it pertains to this is as much as Jewish people are oppressed, and that's something that I can recognize within the US industrial system and just within politics and real estate as well, Jewish people have always been ostracized and Black people have always been ostracized as well. If there are two groups that I could
Agreed.
consider that are on the
Same
same
side.
wavelength of oppression, yeah, I would definitely say it is Black people and Jewish people. But existing within that crossroad, I would say that sometimes Jewish people are afforded more leeway or more grace because of their white passing nature. And that's not for every single
Yeah.
person that
You're right.
identifies as Jewish.
Exactly.
There are some Jewish people that, they decide to lean more into their white identity. Or, for example, if you're Jewish in French, or you're Jewish in German, or you're Jewish in Austrian, you'll lean more into that identity to get more opportunities. And again, that's another issue in itself. Like it's not that these Jewish people are just choosing to give up their identity. It comes to a point of like survival or death. You know what I mean?
So at the end of the day, I'm not arguing though that Black people or that. But my point is that Hispanics, all minorities go through this, right?
Yeah, of course.
So when you look at Long
Can
Island,
I
for
finish?
example, it's one of the most segregated areas.
Can I finish?
Do you
All
agree
right,
with me
wait.
though on that?
Yeah, but can I finish
Yeah,
though?
go ahead, Leela. Go ahead.
Okay, so obviously, you guys know what the Great Migration is.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And this is ignoring all the years of slavery anyway. So in the Great Migration, we moved from the South, where we were heavily oppressed, to the North, where we were also heavily oppressed. Except in the North, we were more accepted because obviously Northern and Southern identity is different, right? In the North, um, we were still oppressed, given obviously things like redlining. We were some of the first people, besides obviously the whites, the Polish, the Irish who came there probably before us as well. But we were still in the North. Building communities that were being shot down every day. Okay, we didn't have any education, we didn't have any generational wealth, and generally, when you have poverty, it also leads to crime. This is understood. This is something that's been
All right, come
researched.
on, Lilo. Wrap it up. Wrap it up.
Yeah.
Come on,
Yeah,
bro.
so
Come
poverty leads to crime, and
on.
obviously, as that's why we commit a disproportionate amount of crime, and it's black on black crime. It's now black on white crime. This has just been
That's
understood.
true
That's
as
it.
well.
All right, can I
Most
hear
Black
from?
crime.
Hold on one second. Dad, go ahead, love.
I was just gonna say, like, that's definitely true. Like, most black crimes are committed against other people. Well, that's just what it is in general. Proximity elicits to more crimes. So if you're in a white area and you live around other white people, you're gonna commit crime towards white people, and et cetera, et cetera. But I just wanted to say, like, as much as I can advocate, for example, like, I'm a very much Zionist. I'm super, super Zionist. I'm super pro Israel. I'm very right wing when it comes to Israel.
Yikes.
And that's probably the only thing I'm right wing when it comes to. But I am very steadfast in my faith and my belief for Israel. But in the same time, I can also see how demographic black populations have suffered and how demographic Jewish populations have suffered.
Where are you from, Dad?
Virginia.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, here goes bro things. Dad, do you want to talk about what's on your screen?
I find that crazy. You almost just
Hold on,
told a
bro.
black
Hold
guy
on,
her
bro.
culture is superior. That's why she
Hold
faces
on.
less
Hold on. Here,
discrimination.
let
That's
me get rid of
crazy.
him. All right, very good, bro. Learn how to join a panel, bro. Dad, do you want to talk about what's on your screen, love?
Yeah, all I wanted to show the
Uh huh.
person who said that like black people face more like discrimination or something than Jewish people. I can say that at least within the past 5 years, that is patently untrue. This
Obviously.
stati- this statistic comes from the ADL, which is one of the main people who track hate crimes
Yeah.
against Jewish individuals.
Yeah, there's a
And
reason.
so
There's a reason. It's not
Is this
justified, obviously,
moving
but there's a
on
reason.
well,
from?
there are not many institutions who dedicate their time to tracking these hate crimes against Jewish people, but the ADL is one of the institutions that do track those hate crimes. They're the top institution that tracks those hate crimes as a matter of fact.
Yeah.
So it is true that Jewish people make up 11% of New York City's population, but they face 62% of all the hate crimes.
Yeah,
I'm sure
it's
that the
the
yeah,
it's
go
the
ahead.
Israel stuff. Obviously, it's not justified, but it is the Israel stuff. Like, there's been a
Yeah.
spike in hate crimes in like the past 2-3 years, and again,
Because
this
Jews are
is
from Israel?
Yeah.
this is
Well,
no
No, not necessarily because Jews are
obviously
from Israel,
it's not
but
because
because
Jews are
people
from Israel.
conflate.
There's a lot of people in like literally my aunt. So this is just a personal anecdote, but the other day my aunt showed me a video of a Jew getting attacked. My other aunt was in the video. I like that's how much it's happening. Like I'm
Right.
seeing people I know in these videos, and it's happening because of the general sentiment about Israel.
And
Whether,
my
you
and
know,
my
What if I
aunt
were to? What if I
my
could
aunt
switch
did
that
not
wrong?
feel safe riding the subway after 9/11. She did not feel safe wearing her hijab.
But
I
you
want
love
to
All right,
interject
can
guns.
I
super
hold on
quickly.
one
I've
second? Can I
studied
hear from
this.
bro?
Oh, okay.
Bro, what do you got, bro?
So a couple things. When you have ancestors that are historically discriminated against and were worked for decades with no pay, that does affect the generational wealth you are able to accumulate. One of the hallmarks of American dreams are the single family home, the house and the nest egg for a lot of families. A lot of black families weren't able to attain that because of historical discrimination. Redlining does still have an effect today. I agree it's technically illegal and it's mainly been eradicated. I agree.
I
But
don't think anybody disagrees with him on all of this. I actually backed it up and told the specific
so
laws.
I
and
disagree.
I'm trying to lean into my last. I want to land my plane. You said something. I don't know if you realize how implicitly
I know what I
racist it
said.
was.
It wasn't
You made
racist.
an
I said culture.
argument. You face less discrimination than black people because your culture is
I
superior.
didn't
I
say
think
it. I
that's very
answered it.
odd.
No, so now you
That
twisted my
was
words.
that's the
I didn't say
implication.
we face
That's
less.
exactly what you said.
I didn't say we face less. He did. And I said
And
culturally
you
because,
corroborated what
and
he
it's, see,
said.
you guys love shutting me down. So culturally, that was my statement due to thousands of years of persecution and becoming more insulated and living in enclaves, just like we could argue Black Americans do.
No, that's not what you said. You
Well, why would
corroborated.
I? Why would I when I was getting cut off by Lilo every 2 seconds?
He
But it
made
was
the
a quick,
argument
it
that
was a
black
quick
people face.
retort. So now you're going to twist my
No,
words
I'm
and
telling
try
you
to make
exactly
me
what you
sound
said.
like a supremacist or a
You made the
racist.
argument that
I
he
made
made
a
the argument that black people
statement.
face more
Scooby Dubs.
discrimination, and you agreed with him, and then you
I
started to
said it's
reference your
possible.
culture.
It could be culturally.
Not true. It's not true.
as of now,
I don't
as
like to do the who faces more oppression. They're both oppressed.
So why are
well,
you doing that?
let's just look at
Because you did it.
reality. Let's
I
just
responded.
let's just look at reality and not think about what we like.
But you're a black person dismissing black struggles. That's so odd.
The reality is that Black people are not the target. They are a constituent.
What?
They are the constituents of the Democratic Socialists of America's agenda. They are not the target.
That would make them a target.
Well, actually, I would agree with what she said. Black people definitely are the constituents of the Democratic Party, but I would also argue that Black people are the constituents of the Republican Party as well. And
No,
also
they're the
Communist
target,
Party.
she said, of the
Hold on.
DSA, though. They are the target of the DSA.
I
She
did
didn't
get
use
that.
the word target. I had to use the word target.
Oh, I apologize.
Okay, well, what I
And then
wanted
you
to...
almost jumped in and agreed with her to try and also dismiss black struggles.
No. What I can paraphrase when I say
not
agreement, I'm not
dismissing
talking
it,
about
Eugenia.
in terms of like completely ideological, like for lack of a better word, like allegiance. I'm not saying ideological allegiance. What I'm saying is there is a propensity for the Democrats to recruit Black people and specifically try to pander to the Black vote. This is something that I've
that
noticed
has
with
nothing to do with
Democrats.
my
It's
argument.
infantilization.
No, I
Just
know
like
that
you
you
took
like
us
your
to
Two
argument.
things can be true at once. You can
No,
say that they
bro,
target
things.
minorities. I agree with
No,
you.
no,
I'm
no.
an
I
Arab.
get
They
that. I
target Arabs
understand your
too.
argument.
said the
Your
DSI.
argument is not what I'm arguing against. Hold
So
on. Let me just get this
what
out.
you're arguing has no effect on mine.
All right,
Just
let
pointing
No,
out
Sabina
I'm
black
not
talk,
people are
bro.
talking about what you
historically
said.
oppressed.
I'm
Bro,
talking
let her
about Dead
talk, and then
Car.
you could
It's because she's
respond.
monologuing and being
But Dad
irrelevant.
had a
Bro,
really
shut
good
the
No,
fuck
point.
that's
up,
not what I'm talking
bro.
about.
Go,
Okay,
Dad had a
wait.
good
Sabina.
point. Wait, and also Dad needs to speak. I have to jump down. I'm sorry. I don't mean to run your panel, but Dad had a great point about the DSA because they're one of the most dangerous, if not the most dangerous people in America right now.
Who's
Love you.
Yes,
DSA?
absolutely.
Love you, yo,
Democratic
miss. We
Socialists
love
of
you.
America.
All right, let
Absolutely.
Sabina talk, please.
How does the Democratic
Bro,
Socialists of
shut the
America
fuck
have
Okay.
any
up,
bearing on
bro.
historical oppression
Okay,
of black
so
people?
like I was
Insane.
saying, I was not in I was not in opposition with Berthing's points. The reason I brought up his point is not to negate what he was saying, but to actually push against let me just click your username. Dead Carnivora,
Bro,
I
when I'm
think.
bringing up historical oppression against black people, and the very first thing that comes out of your mouth is the DNC, that comes off as very disingenuous. But go on, finish.
No, that's not what I was describing. That's actually the
That was
opposite
what
of
you
what I was
described.
describing.
I
So
did
I will
not
explain
say
it to
the
you. Hold on, let
DNC.
me
Thank you, yo,
talk,
miss
please. Please.
Can you
Please.
guys wait, bro? Please just
Hey, I'm the one that
relax,
said let her talk. Go ahead.
bro. Go
Sir,
ahead,
what
Sabina.
I was
Go ahead.
negating actually wasn't anything to do with what Bird thinks. And when I brought up the DNC, it wasn't to say that the DNC is specifically targeting Black people to blah, 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 or whatever their conservative talking points are. That's not what I'm suggesting. What I am saying is that there is an unequivocal standard towards Black people to have ideological allegiance towards left-leaning or progressive things based in what we've experienced historically. So what I wanted to suggest to you guys, I actually disagree with Dead Sea, the woman with the pink hair, and I'm actually in agreement with Bird Thinks, but he's not able to get that far because he won't actually let me speak, and now I am speaking. But what I wanted
Not
to
about if you agree
suggest...
with me or not. I know you agree with me.
I know, but what I wanted to suggest is when I had said that the DNC is responsible for something, I'm not saying the DNC is responsible for Black people suffering or this, that, and the third. What I'm saying is that the DNC has a very bad historical record of counting on Black votes in order to overturn the status quo. And all I have said is, instead of pandering to Black people and expecting Black people to just give you their votes, you should actually work to earn the trust of Black people like you work to earn the trust of any other demographic.
But how does that have anything to do? Wait, one second. How
Wait, let me
I
answer
have
his
to respond.
question.
How does that have anything to do with me?
I need to
That
clarify
you give me 10
Hold on,
seconds.
let
I need
him
10
ask
seconds.
this
Okay, hold on
question.
1 second, bro. Hold
Let
on.
him
I'll bring
talk.
you back up, bro. Dead, clarify, and then I want to hear from Randall. He hasn't spoken yet.
Yeah,
Dead,
I
go
want to
ahead.
hear what you have to say as well.
We are not talking about the DNC, and that's been repeated over and over again. And I said the DSA, the Democratic Socialists of America. It's a distinct, powerful institution. It is the same party that put Mamdani in office. If you look at the members of the Democratic Socialists of America, Mamdani is one of them. AOC is one of them. Ilhan Omar is one of them. Bernie Sanders is one of them.
Yeah.
The DSA, not the DNC, not the Democratic National Convention. The
No, I was
DSA.
referring to DNC with what he said, not with what you
Okay,
said.
hold on
Yeah.
1 second. Let me hear from Randall. Randall, where are you from? What brings you up, sir?
I'm from Ohio, and I'd like to say that I would say that Democrats are the biggest failure, because if you have a party, constantly telling the American people that their policies are at their best, that they're going to help everybody out, then why wouldn't they win every election? If Republican
Can I
policies are so bad and Republican policies are unpopular, then they should be blowing Republicans out every single election. But
can I answer that?
sure.
Yeah, so essentially, I think what happens in America nowadays is that Republicans don't have any, real, I think, they're very unserious party. So what they do is they appeal to really niche and really stupid things that a lot of other, Republican voters latch onto. For example, the trans problem in sports. It's a very minuscule problem that impacts like what, 0.01 of the population, but still that's one of the things that they did win on. Like Trump really talked about that a lot. So it's just like ridiculous things like this. The voters generally won't. I don't think they have the same level of. They don't read up as much when it comes to like serious policy, like tax cuts for like, people in certain brackets. Like I think it's just really buzzword. The current state of American politics is just it goes off of buzzwords. That's what I think.
Well, yeah, and I would also say probably one B to this would be the Black American, with failing, but I can't fault them very much because white people did bring them over here, and then one day they woke up and just opened up the gates at the zoo, and they all started flooding out with no purpose, no direction, no sense of how to do anything,
Yeah,
and it's honestly it's not really
absolutely.
ethical.
Very,
They
very
should have
interesting
put
Well,
terminology.
if I'm
Wait,
being
very.
honest, in
There's
terms
a
of
lot of.
malicious stuff, I think the most evil group, as like out of Dave's quiz today, I think the group that is the most failure are Muslims. They are Islam because
Oh
everyone is starting
wow.
to see what Islam goes between. And I'm not saying this in a hateful way. I'm just saying all that takia, it's hit the wits end. You know what I mean? Like we're not dumb anymore.
Exactly.
No one is scared. We all know what Islam stands for. And the sad part is most of these minorities that are acting wrong, they do belong to Islam. They are Muslim. It doesn't matter if they're white, black, yellow, purple, green, blue. The majority of immigrants that are acting in an improper way are Muslim.
Well, I just want to really hammer down this
Wow,
point.
Jesus.
Is I don't know. I wanted to hammer down the point. Is I don't know whose idea it was just to say okay, you're free now, and just there's millions of people running around that don't know what the hell they're doing, and they were
Well,
supposed to just figure out how to get a house and figure out how to do all these things.
I
They probably
disagree.
should have been in a
All right, let
reservation.
Dead respond, Randall. Go ahead, Dead.
I disagree. You are not, your fate is not decided by the victimization of your ancestors or your parents. Your fate is not decided by the sins of your ancestors or your parents. Your fate is decided by your individual choices.
That's
Each,
completely untrue.
well,
Dad,
it
are
is.
you a Christian, by the way? I'm asking genuinely, not in a hateful way. Are you Christian or religious at all?
Me?
No, just Dad. Dad Carnby.
I'm not willing to put that up for scrutiny.
Why are
Dad,
you
if you
bringing
think,
No,
religion
Dad,
up?
I'm not
Dad,
saying
Hey,
this in a
Sabina,
scrutiny.
Dad,
why are you bringing religion into it, love?
Dad, if
No,
you
no, no,
think
no.
that,
I'm not bringing religious into it. I'm just
But you
asking
asked
whether.
her what?
Wait, hold on.
Can you
I'm
ask me
just
something
asking.
about? Can you ask me something about the premise I just put forward?
yeah, Dad,
Yes, of course.
If you
Dad,
think that,
honestly, if you're not comfortable moving forward with it, you're very welcome to just message me and let me know how you feel. But the reason I was asking, I could tell you're a very good woman. You're a very kind person. Just from the way that you like articulate yourself on live, I know that you're a very, very good person. And that's why I was curious, because I tend to find the people that are opposed to like these people coming into the country and they're not really doing the fair work. They're taking advantage of people's resources. They're taking
can I say
advantage of
something?
people's taxes.
Wait,
Like
Lila, I
they
need
do
to
tend to be
go.
from a certain religion, if that makes
So
sense.
I'll address
Dad,
your
But
if you
bigotry in a sec.
wait,
Wait,
All
hold
right,
on,
Lila,
hold
hold
on.
on,
I
because
didn't
I
get a
want to
Can
say
you
chance.
something
guys
before.
hold on, bro? Shut the hell up, bro.
I didn't get to
Lilo,
ask my
go.
question.
Go,
Deb
Lilo.
said that. Deb said
I'd
that
love to hop in
the
after
actions of
Lila
your
if possible.
ancestors they don't decide your fate. They don't decide your fate. I don't even think that fate is a real thing. They don't decide your fate, but they heavily influence where your life will go. Like if you're born with a disadvantage to someone else in a specific like field, because I think everyone here can
All right,
acknowledge the
stop,
world is not
Lilo.
fair.
How many more generations can black people use what happened to their ancestors as an excuse?
As
I
long as
mean,
it's still affecting
considering
them.
Stop,
as long
bro.
as it's
Bro,
still,
nobody.
yeah,
Hold on, bro.
I
You
agree with
still
that.
don't understand how I run my fucking panel. If I ask Lilo a question, I want his answer, not your dumbass commentary.
Well, I have to
Go,
sit
Lilo.
here, listen to you low
Okay,
life
hold
being
on, hold on,
bigots,
hold
and
on,
waste my
hold on one
time.
second. See you, bro. Good, Lilo. Answer.
I think as long as America keeps letting people like, well, this happened a while ago, but as long as America keeps letting people like Elon Musk go into the government and cut
Oh,
spending for
shut the
people who
fuck up about
who
that.
really do
Shut
need
the fuck up,
welfare,
Lilo. So there's
which
no
impacts the
expiration
American
date on this
people.
victim
I mean,
card. Too funny.
I mean, like as long as we actually have a fair chance, then that's when I think it's going to
All right,
expire, and I don't
Lilo.
know what's going to happen.
How did your ancestors picking cotton affect you today?
If you're asking that question, you are like you have no
Just
knowledge of
answer me
American history.
directly. Answer me
You have
directly.
no knowledge of American history. Like I'm sorry
Answer
if you're
me
asking that question.
directly.
Okay, well, it leads to a lot of discrimination in so many places. I just mentioned redlining after that because generally picking cotton and slavery also aligns with just the general discrimination against Black people that redlining is also, and things like that. Like if you're asking that question, just go read up on American history, bro.
Do you
Well,
understand how
actually,
dumb you
I
guys
saw
sound
this
when you guys talk
study.
about redlining?
Wait, actually, I
Bro,
saw this study
you're
Do you
from.
MAGA, bro.
guys
You're dumb
realize
as
how
hell, bro.
dumb
Wait,
you
guys, I
You're
fucking
have
sound?
MAGA.
statistics for this. I
Like
saw this study from the CDC. This study is from 2021 to 2024. And it does actually, and also, if you guys want a link to the study, feel free to follow me or message me, and I'll send you a link as well. But this study from the CDC, and this is from America, and this is pertaining to agricultural
What does it
culture.
say? What does it say?
So from 2021 to 2024, it has found that the same geographical locations, so the suburbs and whatnot, it matches up almost to about not completely perfect, but about 74% of the land that was used during slavery is 74% of the land that's used for agriculture and sharecropping now.
Lilo, just so you know, you got removed because you got reported, kind sir. Let me see what
I bet
happens.
he wasn't very. Oh, Lila, you're back. Okay, I wanted to say this to you just to vindicate your point. Even though I don't agree with all of your points, I do have to make this because I like to be fair. I am a hater, but I'm still a fair person. So, from the years between 1750 and 1889, in those same geographical locations, it's been found that from between 2021 to 2024, the
he
agriculture and
heard
the
you, baby.
sharecropping.
He heard
No,
you.
no. Oh no, he was. I thought he was off the thing.
Oh, honey, just
Sorry.
because you're in the chat doesn't mean his headphones stop working.
Oh, sorry. I didn't realize. I
It's
thought
okay.
that
It's
he got off
okay.
the chat.
Can I
I'm so
hear
sorry.
from? All right, no problem. You're fine. Swim. Go ahead. You wanted to say something.
Yeah, it was just a while back, and it was in terms of, mentioning whatever rhetoric Trump was using, claiming how that gets him elected. On the contrary, I mean, look at the rhetoric that, which was largely based in anti-Semitism that got Mamdani elected. It's
oh,
absolute.
what?
What do you disagree?
Based in anti-Sem, what are you talking about, bro?
Oh my God! The rabid anti-Semitism, the praising of the Holy Land Five, the failure to condemn the phrase "globalize the Intifada," which is a call to globally unalive Jews. I mean, are you kidding me? It's blatant.
I mean, like, what do you like? Look at it this way, bro. Like, he's the mayor of the United States. Sorry, wow,
Whoa.
holy slip. He's the mayor of New York City. He only needs to talk about New Yorkers. He doesn't need to talk about anything else. Maybe, American politics as a whole. It's irrelevant if he chooses to condemn one thing or another. I want to see that because that would be kind of
It's
sus, but
not irrelevant because
I do want to
the
see him.
chant "globalize the Intifada." Globalize includes New York City, and there are, like we just said, a lot of Jews in New York City,
I
and
do
so
not
this is
remember
a
that.
direct threat to the Jews in New York
I'm searching
City.
this up right now.
And if you can't, yeah,
I honestly wouldn't discount that because in Australia, we thought that, oh, okay, well, people are just against Israel. They're just against Israel. They have nothing against Jews. And then lo and behold, we suffered a domestic terrorist attack. So I would not put New York past it. Where there are Jews, there is the ability to be hate crimed.
Yeah, I've already done a video. I've done 2 videos on this. I can show you screenshot after screenshot after screenshot after screenshot into the thousands of crimes against Jews. I want you to know that us, United States, our country leads the world in hate crimes against Jewish people, and that should be shameful.
I wanted to ask the host.
Wait,
Why
hold on
do you?
Randall, hold on 1 second, please. Bro, you typed something in the chat. Why did you say that?
Correct. So I'm going to address everything all at once, super
No,
quickly.
no.
So picking cotton affects them today because of everything I explained. When you have decades of forced labor with no compensation, and the other party gets the compensation, gets to extract that wealth from.
All right, go ahead, Randall.
Decades of forced labor with no compensation, gets to extract that wealth from.
All right, go ahead, Randall. I can't like
my
wait. Hold on 1 second, Randall.
Are
Hold
you
on 1
jealous
second.
that
Hold on 1 second, please. Listening to bro talk is nails on a fucking chalkboard. Every fucking word he says. Randall, go ahead, sir.
So I wanted to ask, why do you think Black Americans just can't seem to get over the hump? Why can't they just?
What are you talking about? There are Black Americans that are very successful in this country.
Well, there's some, but
W dropped number 3.
They're more for entertainment, you know.
No,
really...
Randall. The problem is very simply, there's too many Black Americans that play victim for shit that never happened to them.
Hilarious.
That's the problem.
Like what?
And
like what?
Hold on, Lilo, and they use that as an excuse.
Like what?
On why their life sucks or why they're struggling. That's the answer.
I understand.
Wait.
It just seems like they're not able, you know, it's like, darn it all, you know, you're out there looting Dick's Sporting Goods and you're expecting to go to college, and I just don't understand what goes wrong in their brain.
Host, name
I
one
don't
thing.
understand.
Name one thing.
Let Lilo respond.
Name one thing. Like name one thing that we use, you know, as a victim card that doesn't have real implications.
I'm so sorry. You were just present as the
redlining thing, which has real implications for us?
I question you on how long does this when does it expire? And you essentially said there's no expiration date.
I didn't. Did I say that? I said as long as America keeps waging a war on the lower and the middle class, it's never going to end.
But there's white people in the lower and middle class.
Indeed, but like that's where a majority of the Black community resides. There's very successful Black people with a Black president, for God's sakes. But like seriously,
Correct.
there's a lot of poor and middle class Black people. And as long as you have, again, I'm gonna bring this up because it's true. As long as you have someone like Trump letting Elon Musk go into the government and illegally take people, you know, cut people's social security, cut things that support the middle class and the lower class, it's gonna stay that way forever. Also,
wait, I'm so sorry. What did Elon Musk cut that is affecting people today?
He was cutting social welfare like by an insane amount.
What are you talking about?
Like in April and May when he was in Doge, which then he got fired from, thankfully.
Okay, so walk me through what happened. Go ahead. Elon Musk cut Social Security, which is a lie. It's a bold-faced lie.
No. He targeted Social Security. Yeah, he targeted Social Security. I think it was Medicare and Medicaid, and he just like, you know, spending cuts. He instituted that on those specific things, which helped the middle class.
Tell me something that was ruled illegal.
He got into government. He got into government databases, which he was not allowed to be in.
Can I say something?
That was illegal.
Wait.
All right, hold on 1 second. Go, Bianca. Go, relax. He's a dumb Democrat, Bianca. Don't get frustrated.
This is true.
He's a dumb fucking Democrat.
Elon Musk cut Social Security for 300-year-old people. Oh my God, what a
300-year-old
crime.
people?
Those
300-year-old
300-year-old
people?
people, those
Bro,
180-year-old people
we
are not going to
already
get their
went
check this month
we
because
already
of
went through this.
Elon Musk.
We already went through
What
this.
kind of argument
They
is
found
that?
no fraud. They found no fraud. They found
That's
no
a lie.
300.
That's a lie.
They found no
Never lie.
300-year-old
Oh
people.
my
There was no
God.
fraud that was found. He
Lilo.
went in, did complete nonsense, and then left, and then got fired. Sorry.
No, he did get okay. What?
Like,
Once again, look.
are we the dumb ones for like? Are we the dumb ones for not believing this nonsense? Meanwhile, Trump literally has a cryptocurrency that he sells to people that he invited to his Mar-a-Lago mansion or whatever that
Right,
you
but
guys just don't give a shit about.
Lilo, can I wait? Hold on one second. Can I just tell you something, Lilo? And this is
What's up,
why
big
the
dog?
Democratic Party will never rule this country again.
No,
and
we
I'm
will. We're
grateful.
gonna win the midterms. We're gonna win the midterms because you're horribly corrupt.
Okay, great, Lilo. You're going to win the House. You're not going to win the Senate. The White House will remain with the Republicans, and the supermajority in the Supreme Court for decades to come will stay the same. So shut the fuck up with that bullshit.
That is just a complete lie. Like you're
Okay,
the
go
fact
ahead.
the reason
Wait,
that like
wait, stop. What was a lie?
The fact that we're not gonna rule the country is a lie.
Okay,
Like we
fair
are.
enough. Okay, no problem.
Like you guys are horribly corrupt and
But
everybody knows it now.
Lilo, let me explain why. Because dumbasses like you, you have your Rachel Maddow talking points.
I don't watch
Hold on one second.
Rachel
Most
Maddow.
Americans don't give a fuck about the crypto coin Trump is peddling.
Oh.
Hold on, Lila. What they do care about are gas prices, a more secure border, etc. Do you agree with that or no?
I see.
Respond to what I'm saying. Respond to what I'm saying.
Okay, well, let's go one at a time.
Don't stutter.
They do
stutter.
care about.
What do Americans care about more? Lower gas prices or a cryptocurrency?
I mean, they do care about gas prices. I will give you that. But
Okay, very good.
when your president is extremely corrupt, like I mean, at some point it's
No
just
problem.
it's just a line that's being crossed, right?
Lilo.
Not only that, but he's also just not inefficient in so many things. He's not actually passing laws. He's just using executive orders to get everything passed. Like
No problem.
It's not going to last after he's
No problem.
after he's voted out or kicked off the
Lilo,
force.
stop. Shut your dumb ass up for a second. Just keep in mind, Donald
Like,
Trump
you're not
was
smart, bro.
Of course, I'm the dumb one. You're the smart one. No
Yes,
problem.
you're stupid.
Sure, no problem. But just keep in mind, Donald Trump was impeached twice. You guys say he incited an insurrection. He was found liable for sexual assault. He was found guilty. Shut up, Lilo. He was found guilty on 34 felony charges, and
Indeed, he's a criminal.
you still lost to him.
He was given immunity by the Supreme Court. I mean, it's just corruption at the highest level.
And you
it's really that simple.
lost to that man.
Okay, look. Here's what I'm going to tell you right now. What was the girl's name? Sabrina or Sabrina. She said that it's the Democrats' problem. Of course, it's the Democrats', responsibility to show voters why they should get their vote. I do agree with that, right? At some level, though, isn't it kind of an IQ problem when you have a criminal, like for example, when you have a criminal who is currently in your government, who I don't know if we can talk about this on TikTok, but you brought it up. The guy who literally incited an insurrection, tried to overthrow the government. Like you're saying, yeah, we lost to him. Does it make it right that he did all those things? Like, what are you talking about?
It's an IQ problem that you guys are even trying, given the state of the United States currently, with how nobody takes anybody on the left seriously anymore.
Did he answer my question?
I'm answering your question. The question,
make it
the
right?
answer is, you guys are so delusional. You can't even see the problems in your own party.
Did Donald Trump conduct himself with the proper decorum that is required of a president and a presidential candidate?
100%.
Did he do any of that?
77 million people.
So when he blocked federal aid to Ukraine, which was unconstitutional, by the way, that is proper decorum that a president should conduct himself with?
100%. 100%.
Oh wow, you're just stupid. Like it's
I'm really not.
Wait, Lilo. I love when dumbass Democrats come up here and call Trump voters dumb, right? So
you are.
Okay, sure. Let's just recap. All Trump voters are dumb, but the Democratic Party couldn't outsmart the dumb ones. How does that make sense?
I mean, there's a just general cultural shift that happened in 2024, and now it's going back the opposite way. It wasn't just you guys. If you guys were the only ones voting for Trump, he would have lost in a landslide, and you guys know it.
Lilo, this is reality. Lilo, if the election was today, Trump would still win. Keep in mind, Lilo.
That is completely untrue.
I just want you to realize this.
He has the
Lilo,
lowest
shut your
approval
bitch
rates in
ass up.
history.
Shut your
He has the
bitch
lowest
ass
approval
up.
rates in history.
You know, I'm so sorry. Whose approval rating is lower, the Democratic Party or Donald J. Trump?
Donald Trump has the lowest approval ratings of a president in
Okay, so you're
history.
not going to answer the question. Good job.
I just told
And
you
just
he has
just
why.
remember this, Lilo. Your ticket for the Democratic Party, Governor Walz could not win a governor's race in Minnesota, and Carmela Harris could not even win a governor's race in her own home
I
state.
mean, here's what I'm gonna say to you,
That's how
dude.
dumb you motherfuckers
Here's
are.
here's what I'm gonna say to you. I mean, obviously Kamala.
You're not
Obviously,
responding to anything I'm saying.
okay. What do you want me to respond? What did you just say? I'm sorry. What did you just say?
Exactly. You're a
No,
typical
no.
Democrat.
Tell me one more time. Tell me one more time.
Okay, let's start here. Why is it that all of MAGA, all of Trump voters, they're dumb as fuck, but your party, the Democratic Party, couldn't outsmart the dumb people? Respond to that.
Because you guys hone in on things that don't matter.
What, like what? Give me an example.
You guys appeal to issues that, frankly, and I do
Give me an
agree that
example.
you guys hone in on issues that just
Like
don't
what?
matter. For example,
Like what?
trans people in sports, like no one gives a shit. Like, right? No one,
Nobody
or
gives a shit.
sorry, no, sorry. People do give a shit, but in reality, they shouldn't because it's completely unimportant.
Well, that's
But
your
that's
opinion.
My
one of
God,
the
this
things
is
that
why you're
Trump.
losing.
No, wait, not
This
only
is
that,
why you're
Thank
losing.
you. Thank you.
This is why you're losing
that.
because
Hold
you're
on,
so out
hold
of
on, hold
fucking
on,
touch with
hold on, no,
society.
hold on. Not only that, but you guys
Oh, we're gonna
lied too.
elaborate on this
Wait,
stupid
All
point?
right,
wait.
let Lilo respond, and then Dead has a question.
Wait,
Go,
not only
Lilo.
that, but you guys lied too. Like you lied about the no new
About
wars
what?
thing and then proceeded to start new wars. So I mean,
What
it's
war are
just
we in, Lilo?
obviously we're not an official war in Venezuela, but we kidnapped their president.
Okay, very good.
Like if you don't think that's a conflict, you're stupid. Sorry.
Lilo, if I walk up to you and punch you and knock you the fuck out, are we fighting or is it over? It's over, right? You're
Are you
knocked the fuck out.
stupid? Are you stupid?
Okay,
Are
tell
you
me more.
stupid? If you say I'm not gonna get into any fights this year and then go punch me,
But it's not a
you
fight,
we
right? It
got
was
into a
one.
fight. We got into a scuffle, a physical
Oh,
altercation. And even though you knocked me out, the implications are still there. When I wake up, I'm going to be angry. I'm going to go and try and, probably maybe sue you or go fight you back. Are you
Lila,
dumb?
not suing me.
I'm
All
so
right.
scared.
Wait,
I'm so
hold
scared
on,
of
Lila. I
Venezuela.
just want to say this, Lila. I hope you follow me. Dumbasses like you will always have a fucking seat next to me. Why? Because you do nothing but help my party and help Donald Trump and help Republicans.
You haven't
That
counteracted my points.
not
You're just talking
counteracting.
out of your ass. You're
Okay,
talking out of your ass, bro.
sure. Once again, people that are listening, they could judge for themselves. Dead had a question. Go ahead, love.
Yeah, I wanted to ask, is your analysis of the situation that the Democratic Party did not lose because they were incompetent? They lost because the Republican Party is corrupt. Is that your analysis?
Indeed, yeah. You guys lied about so many things.
What
Okay.
else? What else?
The Epstein files included.
Lilo,
Okay.
just give me a one-word answer. What administration has put out more information in regards to the Epstein files?
It wasn't
Trump or
enough
Biden?
information. It wasn't
Just
enough.
answer it
So
directly,
it
please.
wasn't enough information.
Okay, Lilo, the question was, who has put out more info?
I will give you a straight answer. It is Trump, but
Okay, very good.
I'll explain why your question is
No,
stupid.
it's okay. It's okay.
Can
Because
I just
Biden never
say,
said
I
anything about releasing
pray,
it.
Lilo, I
See,
pray that you really elevate and you
you
work
pray.
your way up
Interesting.
the career ladder and become the next campaign manager for the
The
Democratic
Democrats, fuck
Party
yeah.
because, oh my God, the lack of awareness of the state of
The
the
lack of
society.
awareness. The lack of
Yeah,
awareness.
100%. You're saying people
Should I
don't care
tell my
about
candidate?
the. Wait,
Should I tell
I'm
my candidate to
speaking.
openly
I'm
lie? Should I just
speaking.
tell my candidate to
You
openly lie?
remind me of a young Jasmine Crockett. Go ahead, Bianca.
I just think the fact that you are thinking that things like the situation with the transsexual people in society is not such a huge issue. The fact that you
It's
think
not. It's not.
that wait, I'm not finished. The fact that you think that Venezuela is somehow about to come back with their beer belly grandpa generals and their hungry
That's not what I
women.
said. That's
No,
not what
but
I
this is, I
said.
mean, you're implying that there's somehow going to be a
See, all right.
retaliation of sorts. You
See,
think that it's okay that Islam is taking over
see.
the
Right now, I'm
heart of
speaking English.
America? Oh
I'm
my
Let her
speaking
goodness.
English. You're
finish.
speaking
This is
French.
Let
why,
her finish. Go, Bianca.
yeah. This is why you're Dave is 100% right. Dave is 100% right. We're going to win the next election because you actually don't give a fuck about American people and what they need and what they want.
Yeah, okay, so keep believing that. We don't even have to campaign anymore because Trump is just doing it
You
for
don't.
doing it for us. He just with
You
all the
don't.
corruption he's doing, he's just doing it
All
for us.
right,
Now, what'd you
Lila,
say?
keep
Wait,
it.
what'd you say first? What did
Lilo,
you say
stop,
first?
stop.
Hold on, I'm gonna
Just
address all of
answer
her
me
points right
directly.
now.
Name a
I'm gonna
Democrat that could
Wow,
beat
he
JD
just keeps
Vance.
asking me questions. He just keeps asking me questions.
Answer
I'll
me
give you
directly.
I guess I'll rattle off one. Or
Yeah,
Gavin
go
Newsom
ahead.
or something. There we go.
Right.
But yeah, so let me finish. Let me address her point. So she said, "Oh, I'm not scared about Venezuela coming back." That's not the point. You're dumb. Trump said he wouldn't get into wars. He lied to your face. You sat there on your knees and took it, right? Um, it's everyone in the international community, every single country on earth, even the corrupt ones, understand that this is just disgusting. Like we shouldn't be there. We have no business being there, and it's a complete abuse of power to be there, right? You understand
Why?
this?
Wait,
I know
Lila.
you
Why
understand
is
this.
it that the only people unhappy with what Trump did in Venezuela, it's Russia,
It's
China, and the
everybody.
Democratic Party?
It's
Who?
everybody in
Who?
America. You
Who?
are the only
What?
people. You are
Oh
the
my
only
God,
people.
Dave.
You are the only
Whoa.
people who don't think
Why?
that because you're
Wait.
stupid.
Okay.
It's that
What?
simple.
Lila, you are the poster boy for the Democratic Party. You have zero answers. All you do is call everybody stupid, and that's fine, right?
I
We're
mean,
the dumb ones. You're the
I
smart
never
ones.
want to go into politics. So I just I like sitting here and listening to you talk because again, you just keep asking me questions that again, we moved away from the Epstein thing. You just keep asking me questions that have obvious answers, but they're explainable, and you're just gonna say, "Oh yeah,
Yeah.
so
I
that's your
just I
answer,"
just want
and
you
then
to
move
know
on. Like
something.
it's
I just
just
want you to know something. The whoever Trump was not the one who was texting Epstein during congressional hearings. I believe that whoever was texting Epstein during a congressional hearing was much closer to Epstein than Trump ever was.
Thank you,
uh,
whatever.
is what's her name? What's I know who you're talking about. What's her name? Does anyone know? Is it like I don't know her name. The woman you're talking about, is she in any is she like one of the biggest
Oh,
leaders of the
shut the fuck up, Lila. All right, make sure you follow me, Lila. Once again, you will always.
any is she like one of the biggest
Oh,
leaders of the
shut the fuck up, Lila. All right, make sure you follow me, Lila. Once again, you will always have a fucking seat next to me. Why? Because you do nothing but make the Republicans and Donald Trump look better. Okay? Because you do nothing but make the. Okay? And I always platform dumbasses like you. I'm a big fan. Okay? Like you. I'm a big fan. All right? So thank you, Andrea. All right, click the link in my bio. Follow me on YouTube. Yeah. All right, click the on YouTube. I'm done with this live. Set your alarm. I have been coming over to TikTok at 3 a.m. Eastern time. All right, and I've been pretty consistent with that. All right, so I appreciate you all. We had a few new people. We had Dead up here. We had the other Australian chick. So kudos to everybody. Thank you, Dead. I appreciate you, love. So that's that. I appreciate you all. And once again, if you have a personality, build up a platform anywhere on as many apps as possible and start getting ready for 2028. Midterms predictable anywhere on as many apps and start getting ready for 2020. Dems take the House, Republicans keep the Senate, and everything else. But before you know it, within what is it, 42 weeks now, House Republicans keep the Senate and everything. Within what is it, 42 weeks now, you're going to see people start declaring to run for president in 2028. So my message ending every broadcast will be if you have a personality and you are anti dumbasses in the Democratic Party, build up a platform anywhere, everywhere, and get ready. All right, but I appreciate you all. And I will be back later on tonight. Behave. Behave.